All right, we are live. Yay! It is Tuesday night. Logging into that. It's Tuesday night. And we're back for the nighttime stream. But nobody's here. Oh, wait, somebody's here. Here's Aovic. Hey, what's up, Aovic? All right. So the first person showed up at 40 seconds. Maybe I should do the introduction at the 40-second mark. Here we are. Let's see. We've got... let's see, hot new rare candy break. We've got Nikke Korean is back, and we've got Gundam selling out. It is actually. There we go. Let me grab this. Let's add one more thing to this. Pokemon cards live. All right. Hi, friends and family. You just finished grocery shopping. Oh, no. Let's see. Okay, let me grab this. Let's see. Grab this. Tammy did the ping today. What? We're live for Tuesday night. That's wild. Tammy ping. All right. Okay. There we go. We're back in the horizontal view. Okay, what's this? PSA receipt. I've paid PSA. That's cool. Your shipment is scheduled for tomorrow. Really? That's really fast. I wonder if that's the PSA shipment. All right. Let's see how things are over here. We have 14 viewers. What's up, guys? How's it going, guys? All right. Let's hit refresh over here. Oh, yeah. All right, guys. I am here. We got Bill Barron as the first order of the night. So, the vertical stream, the daytime vertical stream, actually outperformed. It did not do bad at all. When you look at, like, you can actually go look at it right now. When you look at it, it got like 1,900 viewers, and it was only 2 hours long. And that's pretty much double what we get with most of our streams right now. So, I don't know. Vertical streams are getting pushed by YouTube. That's what's going on right now. That's what's going on these days. I don't know. We might have to have a vertical stream or two every now and then. Do you perform better in certain seasons? I perform better after making out with the hottie. I missed the vertical stream. I almost unsubscribed due to the vertical stream. No, don't unsubscribe because of a vertical stream. We are apparently amongst YouTubers who watch YouTube. That's a very bad no-no to stream in a different format. But I don't know. YouTube's saying we're going to give you lots of viewers if you stream in vertical. Where did the menu go? What? What do you mean where the menu goes? Is it not there? The menu should be there. Check again. Hit refresh. It's in the description. You should daytime stream in vertical. Man, I mean, with numbers like 1,900 viewers in 2 hours, that's an impressive number. Here, let's see. Screw those day guys. Wow, that's so mean. Not the day guys. Not the day guys. Here's a new friend. Here's Charmander. Here's Rocket Sneasel. Here's Hunch Crow. We actually picked up 10 subscribers from that one stream too. That was kind of nice. So, I mean, that's a decent chunk. Let's see. I mean, for a live stream anyways, we don't tend to pick up a lot of subscribers on a live stream, I noted. Well, my iPad looks like it's about to fall out of here. I haven't seen that Wobbuffet before. I love it. You love it? This is Wobbuffet. He's a 3 of Spades poker card from the silver deck. Ooh. Graded 10. Graded 10. How many do you normally pick up? Maybe like 1 to 5. About 1 to 5. Actually, you know, it matches what, you know, so if it's getting about twice the normal number of views, and then it's getting twice the normal number of subs, that seems about right. But yeah, so vertical stream was not a bad analytical experience. Bill Barron, 2 packs of Scarlet Violet Prismatic Evolutions. Prismatic Evolutions. All right. So Bill Barron wants not these. He wants these. Where'd I put them? No vertical, says Alex. It is. Let's see. 2 of these. Look at the data, Mr. Alex. Let me show you, Alex. Check this out. Let me show you something, Alex. The data is... Oops. I'll turn that down. Look at this data. Let's go to content. All right. So compare these 2 streams. You ready? So this live stream was the vertical one from today with 1.8 thousand views and 74 likes. This one over here got 800 views, and it was longer. It was actually 3 hours and 3.5 hours. So this is 2 hours on a Tuesday. This is 3.5 hours. Less likes, 800 views. There's your data. Tuesday is one of the worst days to stream on, too, by the way. What do you think of that? YouTube says if you stream in vertical, we'll give you views. Pretty interesting. Maybe it shows that, we did pretty good on subscribers for today. All right, let me put this away. What do you think of casinos? I don't hate them. They can take all your money, so you got to be careful. 2 spots on the Umbreon Gauntlet. What? Wait. I don't think he meant to send this to me. Oh, what is this? Let's see. How embarrassing. Let's see. Analytics don't lie. Stream on shorts also. I'll set this aside as store credit for our friend Mr. Bill. All right. Let's see. I think daytime is good for vertical, and then that brings them in for the nighttime. Does it really? Well, I'm not so sure. So Bill Barron. It actually would be very interesting to stream vertical right now and see what happens. But it's too late. We've already started. Okay. They're cheating on you. Yeah, I know. Here we are. Sad. People don't like change. Chat needs to be more supportive and suck it up for Mr.'s channel growth. Well, you know, they don't normally use vertical mode, so maybe they're not comfortable with it because they've never used it before. Maybe there's a way to enjoy it. I don't know. I'm sure vertical on the TV would not be good, though. So if you're watching from a TV, it's not going to be comfortable. Vertical on your cell phone is probably an improvement. So some people who only watch the stream from their phone probably really don't mind it. They might even prefer it. But for people who watch from the television, it's a downgrade. So, you know, it's a tricky thing to satisfy everybody at once. But the data doesn't lie. When we hosted in vertical, just like we suspected last time, YouTube is throwing a lot of viewers our way. And we're kind of supposed to do what YouTube wants us to do. Again, YouTube is my boss. And let's see. We did another vertical one. When did we do that last vertical one? Hold on. So we had a similar vertical one back here. So 5 days ago, we hosted a vertical stream. And check out the data on that one. So see how the thumbnails are the same right here, the Rayquazas? Now check that out. That's 1,000 views in 50 minutes. Then we swapped to horizontal and got half the number of views in an hour and 14 minutes. So once again, that was the first time we tried vertical. Then we tried vertical later. And look at our usual views. Look, 900, 1,800, 678, 800, 1.8 thousand. It's like double the views. And we don't do that regular. We don't have a stream schedule for vertical streams. So those are all new people. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. If you do more verticals, you need to make a clickable link for the menu and pin it. Okay, I like that. Clickable link for the menu. Have to find easy way to get description. It takes 4 clicks, says Alex. If I paid you, would you grade and slab a thick Charizard? No. No, we won't grade any fake cards. All right, so let's just see. We have Alexander Peterson. Thank you again for yesterday. 3 packs of Star Wars. Oh, yeah. 3 packs of Star Wars. Let's get it started. Here we are. I got to sneeze, man. Woo. Woo. All All right. Let's see. My ZELLE order for the beautiful Wobba Fett has been sent. Wobba Fett. You hear that, Wobba Fett? You've been adopted. You have a family now. This is my Pokemon card adoption center. Adopt a card today. All right. What do we got? Let's see if we can pull you a banger. Let's see. We've got this guy, this guy, this guy. Very dramatic. And this rainbow. Oh, look at that. He's showing off the lightsaber in episode 1. There we go. I grew up loving Wobba Fett's goofiness. Wobba Fett. He does have a good Pokemon cry. I want to get the Team Rocket's Wobba Fett too. Sure, sure. We opened a whole box of Team Rocket today for our friend Mr. Brett Love. All right, look at that. Ooh. Very nice. Okay. Rawr. Whoa. All right, all right, all right. What if Real Adoptions had $40 spots? What? There we go. Okay. All right. Watch tonight's stream be longer than the daytime stream and get fewer views. That's a big deal, guys. We are. It really suggests that YouTube is pushing vertical streams. Wow, these cards are awesome looking. There you go. There you go. Oh my God, look at that. That's so good. Okay. By the way, I got my new toilet in. Yay! I have a new toilet. I got my new toilet, and it's amazing having a new toilet. It is so good. All right, Mr. Alexander. Let's go ahead and put this here. And we'll put this here. This is supposed to be some Pokemon Emerald disco music. It sounds okay. Shake those like thumbs. God bless you. Why, thank you. Okay, I got a new toilet. Now I need to retile the bathroom or something. They pulled all the carpet out. Sounds really stupid when you think about it. Alexander Peterson. Son of Peter. Okay. That's what that name means. It means son of Peter. Like Erickson means son of Eric. Eric Erickson. He was a famous psychologist, Eric Erickson. I think he was a psychologist, wasn't he? Hold on, let me look it up. Was he a psychologist or was he a different guy? Was he a religious figure? I'm pretty sure he was a psychologist. Hold on. Oops. Oh, I guess there's a number of guys named Eric Erickson. Never mind. Well, I'm not going to waste my time looking through that. All right. Close all that up. Team Rocket's 2025 is one of the best sets in Scarlet Violet. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I like it. It's great. Good card set. Oops. Let's put this over here. Cool. Welcome, guys. Welcome to our late night Pokemon card shop. Hey, Team Rocket's Crobat with Karis's hair on it, it appears. Okay. Get rid of that. All right. Ooh. Very good. So, Rocket's Crobat. Why didn't I price this already? So weird. I think I would have priced that one right away. Let's take a quick look into the price on this Team Rocket's Crobat. This is going to say Glory Crobat. What if we sorted this by cheapest? And then we sorted it by buy it now. What if we did that as well? Boop. Here it is. He is a $45 card. Okay. 45 buckaroos. This for you, app to you. What? We have an order from Corey. Corey says, give me that Wobba Fett. Wobba Fett. All right, Corey. Here it is. Oh, yeah. Oops. Looks like I need to get a nice fresh sleeve. Okay. How's it going, guys? We got 38 viewers at the 15-minute mark. Okay. Corey M. Blackburn. Okay, cool, man. I'm on my phone. It bucks typing. It bucks typing. And we'll hit refresh over here. I got some junk emails to get rid of. Let's see. Click. Click. Mr. Dylan Chan. Hey, what's up, Dylan Chan? Oh, here it is. Dylan Chan, 10 Mega Brave packs. Ooh, Mega Brave. Here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Good. Let's start sneeping these. All right. And we'll snip this as well. Noticed your vertical stream got over 1,000 views. Yeah, it got 1.9 thousand views. Compared to our regular streams, that is almost double the number of views. What do you think of that, Mr. Brandon? It is. All right. I think that's notable. Cold. Okay. We also picked up 10 subscribers in that live stream, which is not a bad number for a live stream. Live streams don't normally pick up a lot of subscribers. Cold. There's Cinderace. Okay. Oops. Here's Venusaur. That's a very sound analysis from you and Mike's idea. Here we go. Lieutenant Surge. All right. I could piss everyone off and do vertical stream tomorrow for the daytime stream. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday. What do you think? Tossing this. If you think about it, most people probably won't have spoken to that many people at one time. Here we are. Ooh. Very nice. Mr. Dylan. Thank you so much for the order, Dylan. Dylan Chan. Hope you guys are having a lovely Tuesday. Tuesday is one of the slower days of the week, so I don't know how crazy tonight will be. It could be pretty crazy, though. Just depends. We had a pretty crazy daytime stream. It was busy from beginning to end. We never slowed down. Mr. Brett Love showed up. I like Mr. Brett Love. He goes deep. Mr. Brett Love showed up. He opened up a nice box of Team Rocket. I saw that you got the Nikke in. Yes, Nikke is back. All right. Let's hit refresh on this. We're at the very early beginning of the stream. We have no queue. So if you want to have some cards open very quickly and very cheaply, you can do that. So there's no orders right now. Let's start working on this binder break, shall we? We got one card in there so far. We got to add more cards, huh? One binder break coming right up. I want to find some baggies to source the binder break from that we have never sourced from before, like this right here. This would be cool. Let's see what this is. All right. Did the other one break? It sure did. Mr. Gabriel pulled the whole thing. Mr. Gabriel did. Here's a cool AR Tatsugiri. Here is another Eevee. Let's get that Eevee in there. Okay. Let's get these guys in there. We're gonna get these guys in there because I don't know what to do with those otherwise. I'll get one of these Pikachus in there again. We got another Pikachu here. Okay. Here's a nice Snorlax Holo. He's pretty cool. I like him. We got some holographics from Halloween. Pretty much just giving those away. All right. So the next binder break, we'll just run it the same way. It's 1 and 7. We're just going to keep adding cards to it for now. Mister, please answer the last question. In the afternoon stream, you mentioned PSAs like the Mafia because they upcharge PSA 10s. Being a sports cards collector, I must say it's much harder to pull a good card in sports. Oh, very interesting. Yeah, because sport cards are square. They got the pointy corners like this card right here. By the way, this guy only has 4 spots left, guys. You realize this Charmander could go off like that. Charmander could end tonight easily. Okay, let's take this bad boy out of here. excuse me, bad boy out of here. Get this Pikachu in the front, I think. That's a Sun and Moon Pikachu. Really nice. Okay. The binder break. Let's see. Terry Clyde, I think you tried to send in, but PayPal is warning me that it is a pending order. Darn. Freaking PayPal. So when it's a pending order like that, what it means is it's like pulling the money from your bank and sending it over to PayPal. And I guess they use like electronic checks for that sometimes. I don't know why. But essentially, it means I can't open it yet. Let me take a look at it real fast. It says you sent over 39. Grade the Giovanni's Persian. Can't remember. All right, let me take a quick look at that. We might set this up to get sent out anyways and not worry about the pending order for now. Sent through PayPal. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Yeah, freaking PayPal. Freaking PayPal, bro. So... oh, yeah. Giovanni's Persian. How hard is seeing comments for vertical? It's not that hard because similar to horizontal, I just set up the comments on the iPad. So I just look at the iPad. It's perfectly fine. I've heard that users have a harder time, though. Banks are so crooked when you all the money, they need it immediately and charge you more. But when they need your money, you have to wait 2 to 3 days. Yeah. They are a for-profit business. You know, they hold your money and they... insure it or something like that. They protect it, I guess, sort of. But they put your money away into an accessible electronic place, and then they don't treat you terribly nice sometimes. All right. Banking's an important job, though. Here you go, Mr. Terry. Thanks. All right. That's done. Welcome, guys, to the late night stream. We should have a giveaway card. Wait, is this Tuesday, right? Let me hit wait a second. Is this the right thumbnail? Yeah, that's the right thumbnail. Yeah, that's the right thumbnail. I'm going crazy. I'm going to go ahead and say free giveaway. Oops, there we go. I'm going to try and make the title a little more exciting. Free giveaway. And now let's pick a giveaway. What should the giveaway be, you think, huh? Why don't we make the giveaway... What shall we give away? Could give away this $100 Jigglypuff. What do you guys think? Let's give away this $100 Jigglypuff card. That's $100 on that. Okay. Ooh, it's got to have a new sleeve, though. That sleeve's grody. Okay. Let's throw this away. Nice looking balloon. We should all do a bank run and demand our $83.76 because it's my money and I want it now. Yeah, those bank runs kind of caused a big economic collapse for a while. A lack of confidence in the market and demand for gold. And all of a sudden the government was like, we don't have enough gold. Yeah, it caused a big problem. Just like Pokemon cards. Let's say everyone at the same time tried to liquidate their Pokemon cards. Well, Pokemon cards would collapse to a value of nothing all of a sudden. Very fascinating. Oh. I'm setting this up like it's a break. I'm crazy. This is a free $100 card. Okay. That's a good one. You don't want to miss that one. Right? Smash that like button for me, will you guys? Let's get the likes to about 25. We're at 17. Let's get to 25. I like the likes to be about half the number of views. We'll have the usual giveaway code, TCC. Okay, so that is free. Also, I get to update the donation list. Here it is for August. This will tick up to 265 for me. Nice. Payment says pending, but if it doesn't work for some reason, just invoice me and I'll send it. Do me a favor and keep an eye on it yourself too, because I sometimes have trouble keeping an eye on that stuff. But I'm going to go set it up to be shipped out for grading, okay? Have you ever flown first class? Definitely not. I've never done that. All right. I've only flown a couple of times, maybe like 4 times. Some people have never flown. All right, let's see. I haven't gone flying in a really long time. It would be cool to go flying. Julio Oliveira, 1 box of that cool Korean Nikke. You got it, man. We got our Korean Nikke right here, just for you. Somebody else was opening a little bit of this in the daytime stream, actually. Yeah. So, but that's an open box, and then you're getting a whole sealed box. So let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Okay. You think Mister going to pay for first class? That's right. I'm the Scrooge. Not with my money. That money's reserved for Pokemon cards. All right. I fly to Mexico for vacation on Friday. Oh, cool, man. I hope you have a great time. We are. Whoop. Somebody needs to send this Charmander flying. That Charmander's begging to join your collection, guys. Look at him. Look how cute he is. Look at his little smile. Look at his little arms. You're not going to abandon Charmander, are you? Ready? Let's snip this. Snipping that. Okay. Karis was working on the website all night long. She's been working on the website. We are. All right. I might as well name her my business partner at this point. There you go. She helps with the taxes too. She's great, man. All right. Good, good, good. All right. We've got Sexy Champagne Drink Girl. Come have a drink with me. 80s Playboy Mansion guy. Here's shirt barely covering up gigantic boobs girl. Girl reaching for your penis. Here's girl with ribbons that hold giant droopy boobs in. Chibi girl with giant button boobs. Here's the moon girl. She's on the cover. We've got bunny girl with giant droopy boobs. They're all giant droopy boobs, I'm pretty sure. Notice this is just a regular holo, and this is like a rainbow holo. So there's clearly different rarities, right? Like these two are more rare. I'm going to play this card game. Are you kidding me? There you go. I've been collecting all wrong. So if you guys want to open a box of this Nikke set, it is a $60 booster box to open these up. Yes, they are very sexy, and they do come with signatures. Go. Here's a girl with smaller breasts. Here is Chibi Girl. We've got girl reaching again. Reaching for your wallet. Here's girl who's typing with her toes, maybe. What is she doing? We are. Okay. Casino Girl. Casino Bunny Girl. I like it. Very fun. This girl is Ninja Netting Girl. So she's a ninja, so watch out. There you go. She's going to use her... I can't talk. There's things I want to say, but I censor myself, basically. It's like, I can't say that. You can't just say that. I just got recommended that shorts guy again. You're definitely right. It's going from 1K to 700 every 10 seconds, and that chat has 6 active people. Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Here we are. Ooh. It's going from 1,000 to 700. Oh, yeah, those are bots. How crazy is that? Okay, here's the evil girl I approve. Very sexy. From 700 to 1,000 instantly. Yeah, just normal internet things. Crazy, dude. We got to do it. Let's bot our channel up. No, but you know, you probably can report that. If he really does just have bazillions of views and people are just coming and going, that's one thing. But if he's botting, that's against YouTube's rules. You're not allowed to do that. We are gives a false perception of your social success. Look at that cow. Moo. Here we are. Very nice. Do you think PSA will grade Labubu cards? Oh, you think there'll be Labubu cards? Probably. Yeah, I mean, I think they probably would. Maybe there's already Labubu cards. Oh, the chef lady. Okay, I like it. French chef. Here's this girl. And we've got a Chibi girl. Oh, yeah. Ooh, you got blue-haired girl signature Helm. That's not the one you were looking for, was it? I forget. You were looking for a particular character. Not even a good idea to talk about buying bots. You know me. I'll never, ever, ever, ever do that. That's just not my style. Can't be doing that. We are. J. Oliver says no. Sorry, man. We are. And here we are. Whoa, she's a little thick. She's a little pudgy-wudgy. She's a real roly-poly. She might need to lay off the, cake. All right, very nice, Mr. Julio. Thank you so much. That was very entertaining, by the way. Do you guys like it when he opens up those boxes? What would you guys say? I got a question for you guys. Excluding vintage, what is the most entertaining box to open on the table right now, on the menu? What's the most entertaining thing to watch? I do appreciate the set. I know you won't do it, but if YouTube looks at the channel, it don't look good. MTG, Magic the Gathering. Gundam, 151. Okay, let's go over here. Okay. And with that, we have an empty queue. We have a clear queue. If anyone wants to open something, there's no waiting times. Hit refresh on that. Let's go ahead and pick out a gym break. We have no gym break on the table, and we need one. So let's find one. A gym break. Ooh, that's really pretty, but that's not cheap enough for a gym break. You guys like this card right here? Look at that. Celebi Venusaur. That's great, man. Let's see what else we got though. So maybe we got something down here that can be a good gym break. Oh, like this right here. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. I guarantee if you learn about sports, or let me break it down to you, you were double if not triple the viewers, because sports fans typically are adults with kids. Yeah, sports, we do a little bit of sports. Usually what I have running is I have like a basketball set, an NFL set, and a baseball set. That's typically what I have. But I could definitely expand my sports selection on the menu. Weirdly, we always sell out of it. We always sell out. We always sell out of our sports sets. And I really don't give it a lot of attention. It's just when I sell out, I go and I get more of it. Mister, where's the menu? That's what somebody else asked. What are you talking about? Where's the menu? Oh, let me see. Give me a second. I'm clicking on it. The menu's right there. It's right there. I see it. It's where it's supposed to be. Try hitting refresh. Oh, we got another junk email. We got it while we were live. God, man, I get too many junk emails. All right, here we go. Let's grab this. All right. You guys want to have some fun tonight? I'm ready to service any order. It is a Tuesday night. Tuesdays are historically the slowest night of the week. It's either that or a Sunday. Magneton. Electric breaker. Okay. So it's about 40 as a PSA 10. What is it as a tag 10? You know, what's weird about tag slabs is they will actually sell for more. All right, so we got a price. Ready? So this is going to be the next gym break, and it shall be, let's make it $26 per spot. And it's going to say 1 and 2. There it is. So if you want to work on your gym break card, try to get a better KD ratio, there you go. You got it. A 1 and 2 break on this beautiful tag Magneton. Each Labubu blind box comes with the card. Oh, I did not know that. Okay, now I know that. Here we go. We've got this Giovanni. Look at that Giovanni. PSA 9. PSA 9. Glory if Team Rocket. Of Team Rocket. Number 129. All right, let's see what we got. Let's filter it into a buy it now. We want the cheapest one. He's not cheap. Is that right? So this card is going to be about $65. 65, wow. That's because he's an alt art, by the way. This is an alt art. Okay. get the new boxing cards. I need that 1 of 1 Jake Paul Siggy. Is that a thing? You could pull a Jake Paul card? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. All right. Crazy. Giovanni 9, number 129. All right, cool. This is technically a hit card because it's over the price of 50. I meant you. I pulled the secret from the newest Labubu set in the card-eyed hollow. I want to grade it. Toss that over there. We're going to toss this over here. Oh, my arm hurts. When I lift my left arm too high, it like immediately hurts. What do you guys think that's all about? I wonder what that is. All right, so let's get this set up, guys. We have this lovely giveaway going on tonight. $100 Jigglypoof. It's a more expensive giveaway, so let's run a multi. Oh, there we go. All right, good. So we'll run a multi-list on it, and maybe we'll let that list be 6 spots long. And let's see. Or maybe it'll be 20 spots long, but each round will be 6 spots. That'd be cool. So you have a lot of chances to get in there. You know what I'm saying? All right. It might be stress, mister. The arm? What do you mean the arm? I've never heard of that. Let's see. That can't be stress. I'm not that stressed. Can your left arm get messed up from simple weightlifting, even if it feels fine but hurts after raising the arm above shoulder height? There we go. Rotator cuff strain, tendon bursts, irritation, muscle imbalance, or overuse. Weird. My crush, Candace, says Brigitte Macron is a man. Your crush. All right, very good. Well, let's go ahead and hit out one of these spots. All right, so we got Bear in the Woods. Mr. Bear in the Woods. Where's my little list? Here it is. Jiggly. Okay, number 1 is Bear. Bear in the Woods, you're on 1. Look up scapular dyskinesia and impingement due to sitting posture. Physical therapist here. Sam Dookie, I've had this problem with my left arm my whole life, like even as far back as being a kid, where when I close my, so here's my arm all the way out, but when I bring it back toward my body, when I close it, at the elbow, there's like a clicking, and it's almost like the joint's not right. And I've always had that. I've never not had that. It's always given me kind of a messed up left arm, but I've never really cared. Now it's hurting to lift my left arm above my shoulder. What's that all about? I don't like that, man. That seems to have developed recently. All right, so it's very inconvenient for what we do here. Let me hit refresh. All right, I can crack my elbow. Yeah, it's like cracking your knuckles, but with your elbow, and I don't like it because it's involuntary. Mr. Miguel, Mr. 2 trick or trades for me and 3 for the next 3 buyers. Keep the stream rolling, and 1 for you because nobody ever thinks about Mr. What? This guy's way too sweet. Thank you so much, man. Let's see if I can find them. I don't know where I store them. Oh, is this it? No, these are not it. Are these it? All right, give me a second. So I got a fresh box of them here, and then I have more here. You want to hear something crazy? I actually just bought quite a lot more of these trick or trades. I like them. So I just bought, how much did I buy? You ready? I'm going to go into my purchases. Okay, so I just purchased 8 cases of them. 8. I just purchased 8 cases of this trick or trade, and really it's for one reason. It's got the right mix of Pokemon. There's a non-holo Umbreon, a holographic Pikachu, decent-looking Mimikyu, decent-looking Darkrai, and then a great-looking Gengar in the set. So I just said, screw it, let's just have infinite, trick or trades for a while, So as the years go by, I'll always be able to grade a couple trick or trades. It's a great looking card. It's not like a big money card. It's not like a rare thing to pull. In fact, it's pretty common, but it is kind of rare to get it to grade 10. So 2 for you, 3 for the next 3 buyers, and then let's see, 1 for me. Thank you for that. And then I'll add 2 more to this giveaway. Okay, so I'll give away 2 as well. There we go. So we'll give away a total of 5 of them. That's so nice. Gengar is the #1 Halloween Pokemon. Oh, that's true. We're heading up to Halloween. That's the next holiday, and it's a very popular holiday. I think it was invented in Ireland. Ooh, I lifted my arm above my shoulder. Now it's really hurting. Dang, dude, that sucks. Got some sort of, like, joint irritation or something. Pheasantipity. And, look, there's that Umbreon. Now, he's non-hollow, but it's still cute. There we are. Okay, okie dokie. Okie dokie. Thank you so much for that. Here, why don't you take these, too? Costco has Halloween stuff already. That's right. That's how they work. That's how they work. Every company is rushing to get that product out first before anyone else because they want you to buy it with them. You know why? You know why they rush to get it first? Because once you've bought your Halloween stuff, you don't buy it again. You buy it one time and then you're done until next year. So they hope that you'll spend that money with them before you're done. All right. Here we are, Mr. Miguel. Go. Okay, Miguel, I'm going to update your baggie. Your baggie's not that large. I'm going to update it to say 825, okay? Time to smoke weed. Very typical for retailers. It is. Why is it time to smoke weed? There we go. Actually, right now is the best time to start applying for retail positions like Target, Walmart, whatever you like, Hobby Lobby. You know why? Because they do a lot of their business right now. They get it during Halloween, and then Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and then the Christmas time period. So retail, this is an important time period for them. And if you wanted to get a job at one of those places, they tend to hire a lot of new people as temporary workers. But here's the deal. If you get hired as a temporary worker and they really like you, they're like, just stay. We'll find hours for you. Just stay on with this. Because they don't like to give up good workers. Wow. See, that's why I'm saying this set is so cool. It's got the nice cosmic hollow. What a great gift. That's so cool, man. I think this is the coolest pull of the night so far. What do you guys think? He's got some issues. I'll put him like this. I love this Gengar. He is so fun. My orange kitty was sleeping next to me. Okay, best pull of the night so far. Okay. All right, and we got some stuff here. Spigatito. Spigatito. Good. Thanks so much, man. So that was really kind. Miguel did a donation. Let's get you on the donation list, by the way. Okay. Vasquez. Put you down for 12, okay? I'm going to put you down for 12. Also, I'm going to get you in this giveaway too, Mr. Miguel. So you can go straight on. You're number 2. This is a gym break. I know exactly why women love Gengar. Women love Gengar? Here's Nathan Gordon. Because he's a refined gentleman. And his hobbies include reading, cooking, and traveling. Nathan Gordon, and working out. Nathan Gordon says, 20 to my slab away. Slab away. So, Mr. Knight, guys, did you guys know that the daytime stream has kind of been blowing up and is kind of kicking butt? You got to show the daytime stream guys that they're not the better stream. It is. So the nighttime stream's the better stream. So 20 le slab away, win gym battle Magneton. Magneton. Yeah, the daytime stream has been doing pretty impressive numbers. Ever since Alex drilled the Burger King slab, I can't look at it in the same way my father used to take me on road trips, and we used to eat there all the time. How can I bury that hatchet? Burger King slab? What Burger King slab? You mean like a metal one? We didn't drill through a metal one. That's not possible. I wouldn't have. Was it like one of those? Was it one of those serrated edge cards? Maybe it was a serrated edge card. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, Nathan Gordon. Burger King. Burger King's not even an American company. They used to be an American company, but they moved to Canada. Freaking Burger King. Nathan Gordon. You're in here, right, Nathan Gordon? You got a card, right? Could have sworn you've got a card. We got way too many cards in here. First, is this your first break? Maybe this is his first break. They used to hand out promo cards with their meals like McDonald's. Nice. How is Burger King doing as a franchise? So I'm throwing these away. Toss. If you did not make it onto the other side. Hey, there's Nathan Gordon. You're on the other side. Ooh, I'll keep LaFlame. We like LaFlame. Winston Lee, Jonathan Morse. Six's card. James Gower. All right, so the rest of these, boom. You guys have to start a fresh card now. So, and now we will take this and shuffle it to the front like this. All right, so Nathan Gordon, you're in. You had one grade, and Alex drilled it. Oh, and was it like one of those serrated edge cards? Is that what it was? Because we still have Burger King cards. Let me tell you a secret, Uncle Mike. Let me tell you a secret. We've got 2 golden Burger King cards going out to PSA in the next submission. So we're going to have some more Burger King cards coming up. Those metal cards, I would never bother drilling through those. They're too difficult to drill. Have you seen the recent solds on Evolving Skies cases? They are insane. Low 12,000, high 15,000. Yeah, that's because if you want the highest chance of pulling an actual alt art, you have to buy them by the case because the boxes are kind of searchable. And what's crazy about that is I have a couple sealed cases. So this is for you, Nathan Gordon, a gift from Mr. Miguel. Yo, Nathan, how nice is that? You got that. So I told you guys it has a nice dark eye in it too. Cool stuff. Anti-drilled, please, Alex is a maniac. I sent $10 extra on accident. Can you put that on my slab away? Oh, you're right. Okay, yeah, let me go do that. So, Nathan, this goes down to 50. Boom. I watched the last episode of King of the Hill. I thought it was very, very good. I really liked the King of the Hill reboot. It gets a 10 out of 10. It was so good. There was only one episode I didn't like. The one episode I didn't like, they kind of make fun of the like alpha male podcast movement, but I felt like the ending wasn't like clever enough. Like it wasn't like smart enough, the ending. But it was fun that they were kind of picking on that subject. It's always fun to pick on that subject. But yeah, I feel like the ending could have been better for that episode. Like it just sort of ended very easily, almost like, how would you describe it? Almost like someone's, you know, fantasy outcome instead of a realistic outcome. Let's see, Nathan Gordon. So they did a great job setting it up. The first half of the episode was really good because it felt like there was an opportunity to say something really smart or like, you know, something insightful. And then they just kind of ended it on sort of like in a way that's not realistic. Hey, look at this. There we go, a little Gengar right there. So nice. We got that from our friend, that was Roger Gray, correct? I believe that was Roger Gray that gave me that. I should write his name on it. Would you guys like to be able to send me little figurines like this and then I set them on the table? Here we are. I'm open-minded to that. If we had figurines and we put yours on the table. Nathan Gordon. I got a box, says Nathan. Oh, thanks, Nathan. All right, so let me put everything back into order then. Okay, this side of the table, the right side of the table is starting to become something kind of unruly. Now, you've got a box, which is over here. I forget that every time. Let's see. Here it is. Oh, yeah, Nathan Gordon, the man. I could give you my little Demon Slayer Tanjiro. I think the rule would have to be whatever you send me has to be really, really small. And yes, I suppose it wouldn't have to strictly be a Pokemon. It could be whatever you like it to be. I'll send you a one-piece Labuba figure. I like hard truth endings, like when Hank had to flood South Arlen or risk losing all the city. Yeah, or just, you know, something clever or funny or interesting. But when the episode ends in a sort of very predictable, very sort of like dry, boring way, it's like, that's too bad. Okay, that's the art of storytelling, is you have to have an interesting story. And then you have to have an interesting ending. Martin Ramirez, 2 Mega Braves. Thanks for popping in, Mr. Martin. Mega Brave. Which costs quite a bit more to restock, interestingly. All right. Corn would send a voodoo doll. There we go. Okay. Karis and I have begun work on applying for distribution again, by the way, guys. We're going to try that again. Go. Oh, yeah, you got the stretcher. Oh, yeah. Oh, I would send you little figures I paint for my D&D campaigns. That could be fun. I think what I kind of mean is, you know, a little figure that could be like an avatar for you. You know what I mean? It is. So not just something to show off for the sake of showing it off, but like something that's meant to be like you on the table. How cool would that be? So, Martin. Here's your bag. For those of you just joining in today, what was interesting about today was the unusual success of the daytime stream as a vertical stream. We did a vertical stream and it was very successful. It got about twice the amount of views of a normal stream. All right. I would send you little figures. So here is Sinistra. Look at that Sinistra. Ooh. The binder break is back up, and we're still filling it up. It's PDX. What's up, PDX? Let's see. This is an MA box. It goes back up over here. Now we have an order from our good friend Julio, who says one more box of the Korean Nikke. Nice. Let's get it. Ah, here we are. Cool. Oh, we have one person in this Magnetron break. It's really funny calling him Magnetron. Obviously, Magneton. Speaking of Tron, when is that Tron movie coming out, man? I want to watch that Tron movie so bad. It's going to have a Nine Inch Nails soundtrack to it. You know that's my favorite musical artist, and it's not even by, like, a small amount. Like, I mostly only listened to Nine Inch Nails over the last 10 years. TCC. Oh, heck yeah, man. 27 months. That's a long time. All right, let's see what we got. How's everybody doing? Hey, what's up, PDX? Retention stats. Yeah, we looked at the stats. The stats overall were just super, super impressive. It is. Basically, it looked like almost all of the new viewers came from shorts, YouTube shorts. So they did not come from, like, so a number of our viewers were just our regulars who definitely did not love the vertical stream. They were like, grumble, grumble, grumble. They're not a big fan. But then we received a very large number of viewers from YouTube Shorts. Guess what we do? We post YouTube Shorts like every single day. And yeah, I guess YouTube Shorts watchers, they get advertised that stream. Oh, look at that Pikachu. We are? All right, look at that. Mister, how do we get your mailing address to send you stuff? If you'd like that, you can reach out to me and I'll give you an address, okay? Wow. You got a Pikachu for free from Mr. Miguel, who donated some trick-or-trade packs. How cool is that? Those trick-or-trade packs are really affordable. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but they're not expensive. Okay, you ready? Snipping this. It's hot in Oregon tonight. 76 degrees at 12:38 a.m. Yeah, it was pretty hot out here in Missouri this week. I roasted in the sun today, man. I felt like I was getting cooked alive. Okay, let's see. Snipping this. Ooh, I'm having some back pain. What the hell? Here is this. Sneep. All right. One whole box of Nikke in a minute. This is the Saucy Nikke set from South Korea, North Korea, no. And we're hoping to pull one of these Siggy cards. Okay. What do we got? We have a giveaway tonight. Be sure to type in TCC to be part of the giveaway. Here's Mommy Milker's cow outfit. Okay. Cool. Here's a regular card, regular holo. That's also a rainbow holo. Okay, rainbow holo. If you would like a box of these Nikke cards, they're very saucy, and they are $60 a box, okay? Okay. This is a set that is not going to be in English or Japanese. It's exclusively Korean. We are. Here's a holo. Okay. Yo! It's barmaid captain boobs hooker girl. Wow. A lot of things all at once. You've opened so many packs. It should be considered weightlifting at this point. Yeah. Maybe it's weightlifting for my fingers, which often feel very tired after doing this. You know, one of the things Karis does for me, she'll actually rub my hands some days, and man, it's real good. If you have a job where you're just doing this with your fingers, like for, oops. I knocked your cards over. I'm sorry. Here, let me pick them up. When you're waggling your fingers around for like 6 hours a day, and then maybe you play some games on top of that, your hands get tired, man. All right, let's get these in a sleeve real fast so I can't knock them down anymore. There you go, mister. Have no fear. There's no signature yet. Let's get that signature out of here. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. So if you're moving your hand a lot, kind of like a little machine, and you do that for 6 hours a day, it makes your hand tired. Okay. Here is the Chibi. Here is Umbrella Girl. Boobs McGee. Chibi Girl. Crazy Girl. She's crazy. She's got red eyes. I move my hands vertically like a shake weight. Hey, you know, you got to get your exercise. Wait, what? Oops. All right. Hey, you're near DC. What's going on over there, Mr. Brandon? Aren't you near DC? You're in DC, right? Have you seen, like, the military or anything crazy like that? Ooh. Brandon, shaking dice. Did someone win the box of cards from the other days, or are we still on it? The box of cards. I'm pretty sure we've handed out all 3 boxes of cards. You got me confused. All right. Here we go. There you go. All right. Chibi Hat Girl. Not yet, but I might go Thursday to see what it's like. Oh, very cool. It is. You could be a reporter. How cool would that be, Brandon? Ho-ho! You got Roppy. Is that her name, Roppy? Okay. Wow, very nice. This episode brought to you by Mr. Julio. Okay. Good. So which one are we looking for this time, Mr. Julio? I'll take some videos in TC when I get the chance. You missed a Siggy, says John Paul Geraldo. I missed a signature. Where did it go? It didn't go in the comments, right? Naga. Okay, we're looking for Naga. Oh, I did miss a holo. Hold on. Wait, so can it be 2 holos in a pack? Is that why? I just assumed there's 1 holo in a pack. You saying I missed a signature? Only Julio's opened these, so I'm going to check through these. Don't worry, Mr. Julio. If we missed a signature, we're going to find it. So you're saying it was just amongst the normal cards? All right, so we did miss a little holo card there. In the combined cards. Okay. Let's check over there real fast. Maybe like here, is this what you mean? Let's check over here. Okay. Oh, I can toss this in now. Good. All right. And, well, this is a rainbow colored card, so we can at least put this in the front. And that's upside down. I don't see a second signature. What you talking about? You're trying to trick me. Here it is. And these were individually sleeved. I don't think we missed one. I think you might have missed one. Here's Pikachu. All right. There we go. My mistake. Sometimes the call of the card sirens can mix your head up a little bit. It's all these boobies flashing by on the screen. You go, I think there's more boobies. There you are. Okay, very nice. Let's grab a fresh baggie. Hey, what's up, Mr. Troy? Hello, how are you? Or the hair can get in the way. There you go. Stay alert, Bradley. How are you, sir? I'm all right. I had a very normal dinner, nothing interesting. And then I played some games and lost at the video games. Actually, is Josh Whipple here? I'm going to be playing some Night Rain tonight. They're releasing a new boss mode, a new boss fight, and that sounds pretty fun. Just waking up. Oh, nice. Waking up at 2:45. This might be the most serious question I've asked. So I'd pay out the remaining balance of my slab away, and rather than to have you ship it out, sell it back to you at your rate. Okay, so you would like to finish paying off a slab that has gone up in price, and then ask me if I would like to buy it. What was the slab in this case? Let me take a quick look. It's unusual. No one's done that before, but I always would investigate. What card would that be? Would that be not the Southern Island Mew, right? Let's see. I could probably forward it to somebody who sells it for you. You know, we do that. You can have me forward it to like Z&G or something. Let's see. PSA 9, Southern Island Mew. Only because I got it laid off? Yeah, Mew. So you've got a PSA 9 of the English version. One sold in auction for 1.8. Jesus, dude. The last sale before that was 1.1. So here's the only problem is I'm not really looking to stock that card. I could help you sell it to, I could help you forward it to like a consignor. You want me to do that? And we are. It's definitely an interesting thought, you know. You put one of my cards in a slab away at a low price and then just sell it right back to me at a much, much, much higher price. I mean, you slabbed it away on October 2024 for $475. Like, I'm very happy for you that you did very good on it, but I'd feel like a sucker buying it back from you like a year later for like 175 or 1,750. All right. It's an interesting idea, though. I mean, because, you know, I have to look at it from a reasonable perspective. Like, for example, I do not believe that I can restock that card at $400. So if you were offering to sell it to me, maybe I'd consider it. But then again, I don't really want to buy it at the last sold price. You know, if I wanted to sell that card, I'd have to do probably better than that. It would have to be a price that would make me go, I'm going to buy this and I'm going to make some money when I go sell it. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how you operate as a card shop. But yeah, there might be a price where I can't say no. But PSA 9 Southern Island Mew, probably not on the top of my list. That's good that that's reaching new heights, though, you know, because I got the PSA 10 of that card. And so, you know, that all looks good to me. I had coins in there too, mister. I wasn't swindling. No, you're fine. No, I get it. I get it because, again, like I said, I'm not able to go back to the market and buy it again for 400. So, you know, your card is worth whatever its card today, and you're very lucky to put it in slab away and for it to have gone up so much. So slab away has really been kind of a, you know, a service that I host where I make a little bit of money on like the fees and such, and I'm able to help you guys acquire cards at a good price. And it's a very cool thing. I think it's one of the things that brings people back to this table to check and see what kind of cards we got for slab away. But as for buying that Southern Island Mew, there might be a price where I accept it, but you could negotiate that to me in private. Other than that, you might do better forwarding it to like a consignor who can get it sold to you on eBay, okay? All right, just trying to give you the best advice there. Let's see, we finished Mr. Julio's order. Thank you, Mr. Julio. So we have 2 more of these packs that were actually donated by Uncle Mike. These are for free for the next 2 orders. I'd rather sell my kidneys before I sell my Pokemon. I don't know. I think I'd rather keep my kidneys. I'm going to call you Mark Sam Mark because you're a rifleman in your name. Mark Sam. Mark Sama. All right, let's see what we have going on now. We have a Steven Gonzalez order for a box of Nikke. So these are $60 boxes of Korean Nikke. This is the next order. Let's open you one of these free trick-or-trades. Yes, Miguel donated these trick-or-trades, and you know what's cool about this donation? It's really not that expensive. So anyone could donate these and make this stream very fun for others. If you're ever wondering, gee, I wonder if I could donate something, you don't have to donate like a $100 card like what I'm doing. You can spend like 20 bucks and donate a ton of these trick-or-trade packs because they're not that pricey. We are place that there. They're pretty affordable. So that's for you, Steven, a gift from Uncle Mike, and then let's get this snipped open. All right. Watch him pull the Naga signature. It probably makes you nervous every time, you know. I used to spin rifles in high school. Oh, that's cool, man. My dad took us shooting as kids. He was in the Navy. He served a full term in the Navy. And my grandfather served a full term in the Navy as well. And I have one brother who served a full term in the Air Force. And then I have another brother who served like a half term in the army, but he got kicked out. He got himself in trouble. You know what he did? So he was really big on motorcycles. He loves motorcycles. And he tried to outrun the cops on a motorcycle one time. Didn't work. And then the army discharged him, I guess. Now he works for Boeing. So everything pretty much worked out for him. But that is all I know about him. I don't know much else. Here we are. Those two brothers were always a little crazy. So I'm not surprised they joined the military to some degree, because they loved guns and hatchets and motorcycles and all that kind of stuff. When I was younger, I loved playing with building blocks like Connects and Lego Technic and stuff like that. And I loved puzzles and video games and drawing. But my brothers were always super destructive types. They liked to blow things up. But, you know, other things that I thought was odd, they'd like shoot birds all the time, just really crazy stuff. So, yeah, they ended up in the military, I suppose. I'm excited. I love the fact the signature is guaranteed. Yeah, actually, it's kind of nice, isn't it? There we go. You guys can also buy these Nikke packs by the pack. So they're for sale by the pack. I'm not allowed to ride a motorcycle. By the way, I better check what I paid for this Nikke box, because this is the old price for it, and I never actually tested that. So the Nikke box was, here it is, and I believe that's 24 boxes. So this divided by 24. Yeah, we're fine. All right, we're fine. Okay, here goes. He probably charging me the same amount he did last time. I just had to double check. My sibling is a female. Crazy how different siblings can be. Ooh, here's a girl, and she's got her cheeks out and droopy boobies. Droopy boobies seems to be a theme. Someone battle me in the Magneton break. The Magneton break, $26 break. That's a Shinji Kanda card. Whether you love Magneton or not, that card might do very well over time. I know what you're getting. You're getting the bakery girl, Breddy. Her name is Breddy. What the hell? All right, Breddy it is. I wish I had siblings. I grew up as an only child. You know, I think that being an only child is probably a little lonely. I can see that. But, you know, you have the ability to go out and make friends. Man, some people probably have, like, the perfect family experience. They got, like, siblings that they love their siblings, and they probably got, like, parents that are just, like, good parents. Man, it was such a train wreck in my family. It was so vicious, so competitive, so violent and nasty in every way. Somebody go and break your toy behind your back because they don't like you for some reason. It was awful, dude. That's why we don't keep in touch at all. And so you didn't miss out. You would not have been happier having one of my crazy siblings. But you know, but then you see on TV like these people who are, oh yeah, nobody gets to beat up on my sibling. You know, like the protective brother or protective sister, like they get along real well. You know, you see that kind of stuff too. Actually, there was on my street. I never forgot this. On my street, there was already a pair of siblings like that. Two Puerto Rican boys, and they were brothers. Look at that. The mom was divorced, and she was renting the house right next to us. Very, very fun. And it was Nomar and Misal. That was their names. And they would kind of beat up on each other a lot, but they were also very defensive of each other. It was really interesting. So, like, if a third kid came along and started beating up on Misal, his older brother would immediately defend him. And I was like, what? Because we didn't have that in my family at all. We didn't have that at all. No one defended each other. So it was very fascinating how people have different sort of like, I don't know, just sort of different perspectives or behaviors or feelings about that kind of stuff. Ooh. So in my family, it was sort of like everyone for himself. Good luck. You know what I mean? Look at that. Whoa! All right. Very nice. I gave my sisters toys so they know they have a cool older brother. There's a Naga, no Siggy. I got to be careful how I say that. Emphasis on the na. The right, I got to say the right syllable. Can't be messing up those syllables. Here we are. All right. I know me. Sometimes I'll trip on a word, so I got to be careful there. Looking for Naga. Here we go. Maybe I'll say Naga. I don't know. It doesn't help. Actually, it doesn't make it any better, I feel. Tossing this over here. All right. So here we are. Oh, yeah. One whole box. You did get Breddy for your signature. All right, mister. I'm just saying. Here, look at that Breddy. Ooh. All right. Flutter main. The main with the flutter. All right, we got our flutter main. What is this music, bro? Say it for a rattle clip. Easy subs. What are you talking about? Could you imagine trying to farm a rattle clip? You do something really bad. I actually watched a rattle video the other day where he was showing like freakouts or something like that, and it was some guy like kicking someone from his stream, which I've had to do that before. Sometimes you get hecklers; it's a real thing, you know. And so, anyways, this guy, he starts kicking him out. He's real frustrated sounding. You know, he's kind of angry. He kind of gets up to shouting. He's like, "Get out of here! You're done. You're out of here. You're dead." But then he takes it like he takes it to a whole nother level. He starts like completely losing his mind. I was like, what's going on with this guy? It was so freaking funny, dude. It is. And I thought, wow, I could do that if I wanted, and it would all be sort of an act. And I wonder sometimes if people actually prefer that, you know, to have some sort of dramatic moment like that, just to have something going on. All right, so Julio says, shipping, you can take the Rappi and Helm signatures from today for the binder break. Are you sure? Are you sure? I feel like you should keep those. It is. All right, I tell you what, let me buy them from you at least, because, you know, we make some money on that binder break. That binder break makes some money, and those are not cheap cards. Let me give you some money for those. I don't know what those signatures would be worth. Let me give you like $5 for them at least, so you can put that money toward a new box. Because I know you might want another box to try for Naga. Let's see. I'll still put them in the binder break just like you want, and you can have $10 to try again whenever you feel like. Please enjoy. You do good for them. Pasta Falls. Let's see. Let's see. Look at all these boobs. All right. Okay. All right. Good. Good. And we're going to put you in this, oh, not this empty box. Actually, yeah, this empty box, because I'm going to take these. Look at these are empty booster pack sleeves. I save these up over time. I have this shelf in the room that has all the vintage empty sleeves in them, and it's like shocking how much we've opened. You would be nothing shy of shocked. You would be like, oh. All right, let's see. I do like the boobs. Goonin time. All right, let's see. Mr. Chavez, how heavy is this? Okay. Show off the brakes, says Andy. We can show them off. We can show them off. I wish I had a Naga to say what's good. By the way, I can see we're at 32 likes. Smash that like button. Let's get it all the way up to 40 likes, guys. The daytime streams got you guys beat. I'm not kidding. The daytime stream got the likes up to 75, by the way. Ooh. Ooh, what if we had like a competition between daytime and nighttime stream all the time, and the reward was like actually a giveaway? How crazy would that be? You are. All right, there we go. That's a bit of fun, right? I like a competition. Competitions are fun. Okay. So I am paying $5 for these, and also I'm counting them as $5. But you know, these packs are pack fresh. These cards are pack fresh. There it is. So they're going into the binder break. And I'm going to give you $10, okay? So you can do what you want with $10. Including taking $10 off your next order on one of those. That's very generous of you, by the way. Like average over the week? No. Just like per day, right? Per day. Although, how would that work, I guess? Yeah, so maybe the likes for today will decide who gets to go into the giveaway tomorrow. Think about it. So think about it. So you guys got to beat 75 to gain access to the giveaway tomorrow. And I guess the only problem with that system is it might not motivate people to care if they're not going to show up tomorrow. So it only affects you if you're going to show up tomorrow. What about the morning stream? I often watch both. Nice. Well, then you can just add your... Well, yeah, I wonder what that would do, actually. Would that affect whether you like one stream or the other? I guess if you liked both streams, it would be like canceling yourself out and then leaving it up to other people to decide which stream wins. And you would definitely make it into the giveaway because for you, you're going to be, if you're in both streams, you're going to be in the one that wins anyways. So it's an interesting idea though, hosting a little competition, right? That's cool, right? What about the morning stream? What about the morning stream? Yeah, we need to start the morning stream. Hey, what if we did 3 streams a day? Vertical in the morning, and then 2 horizontal streams later. What if we did that? That'd be crazy. New vertical stream. Here is Riley Krenowicz Gym Challenge. Oh, what? You got it, man. All right, Mr. Riley. Riley. Auto parts. Okay, Riley is going in. He's only ever known victory. He's never tasted defeat. And it looks like Nathan's had a little bit of both before. Toss that in there. So, Riley, this is yours. I like that idea. It's impossible. I was just joking. Because I'm asleep in the morning. I got to sleep at some point. Would it be cool, though? What if we had, like, Alexis come in and she did a vertical stream every day? That'd be interesting. All right, what do we got? Mimic you. Ho-ho. All right. We're working on a website so that I can apply for distribution. Because I think that's probably what's holding me back is the fact that we do not have a functioning website. So I'm sure that the card companies do not care to give a guy distribution who doesn't even have a proper website. That is my bet. There we go. I operate on 1 to 2 hours of sleep every day. It sucks a lot. Oh, that's not right. You can't be operating on 1 to 2 hours of sleep. You gotta get more than that. You gotta be faster than that. All right, Riley. Let's do it, man. Bang. 1 person will win, 1 person will lose. It is a game of Pokemon War. So I will be auto-battling for our 2 players, Riley and Nathan. May the better player win. Okay, you ready? Very good. What do we got? My money's on Nathan. People start placing bets. They get like insurance. All right. Here goes. So Nathan goes first because he's on the left. You got the olive tree. That's pretty good. Riley, it's hard to beat that olive tree. He's got 310. That is a tie on round 1. Serena pops out with 310. That is a tie. Round 2. Oh, energy. Uh-oh, Eradicate. It's still possible for Eradicate to win. You have to pull a 60 HP card out of here and Eradicate wins. Oh, he's going to smash you up. First round goes to Nathan Gordon. Okay, Nathan Gordon's got round 1. Cool. Okay, well, not round 1. He's got the first win, let's say. Okay, here we go. Clam Pearl. You're going to win. You're going to lose round 2 unless it ties. You ready? It's possible for it to tie. It is not a tie. Riley's got round number 2. So they're tied, everybody. Eradicate stinks. I think he meant the Mark Box giveaway because I won that. Here is Nathan. That's not a very good one. All right, 80's pretty weak. It's still beatable, but one of the 60 HP Pokemon have already been pulled. Oh, Switch. But you know, Switch really doesn't help him. It does help him, though, because he's allowed to use it when he wants. And if he pulls a 60 HP Pokemon, he can switch yours out and hope you get a 60 HP Pokemon. So here it is. Oh, but it's 110. He doesn't even need it. Boom. It goes to Riley. Riley's never tasted defeat. Riley's the world champion right now at the Magneton break. There we are. Wow. Who's got the best score, by the way? What if we had an additional prize for the person with the worst score and the person with the best score? Okay. Sorry, Nathan. An additional like pull. Riley and Nathan. There you have it. Oh, Riley. Pokemon. Okay. Those breaks are pretty fun, aren't they? Ooh. Okay. What did you say? That's it. We have no orders in the queue. It's the slow Tuesday stream. Ooh, Mega Heracross. Dang, that's cool. That is from 2014 Furious Fists. So cool. Let's try and find out what a PSA 9 of this, or a PSA 8 of this would go for. Okay, give me a minute. Mega Heracross. Okay. Oh, wait a second. There is a PSA 8 of this card for $200. A PSA 8.5, I should say. That's so weird. There's an actual 8.5 grading for PSA. So, but then there's a PSA 8, and he's much more affordable at $100. I don't think I should copy the $200 one. I think it's too high. But I don't think I should be as cheap as 100 either. I'll go in the middle. I'm going to go with like 150 maybe. Actually, I'm really curious. What did this grade with PSA? Because, you know, we had graded this before in the past. And then I said, I'm regrading this. That's what happened. And so I'm curious if I can find this somehow. Let me see. I'm curious if I can find this. Let's see. Can I find Heracross? Yes. Oh, so I found a Heracross, but it was a poker card Heracross, so it's not in this. Let's try this one right here. You ready? So I'm going to open this one up. I'm actually a big fan of Heracross. Did you guys know that? Really like that Pokemon. Okay, there's 2 Heracrosses in here. It's got to be in here. Nope, that's a Neo Heracross. All right, so let's try this order over here. Maybe it's in this one. He's a regrade. I want to see what he used to be. Looks like there's no Heracrosses in this order at all. So we're going all the way back to December. Could he have been graded back in December, really? No, no Heracross in the December order. So before December, there's this one from January? Weird. Mr. Read Big Fella's comment. Oh, did I put the wrong name down? What? Could someone read chat? Big Fella says, I have a digital collection before you take the Magneton downstairs. Oh, no problem. We'll do that for you then. No problem at all. Sounds good to me. Okay, here's an order also in December. Give me a moment here. I'm actually trying to find this card. And it's really hard to find. I must have gotten him a long, long time ago. Here's the November submission. Try this November submission. This is why I didn't want to have to do is go hunting for it like this. All right, he's apparently not in the November submission. The October submission from last year. Let's try this. Last year, October submission. Okay. Oh, there's a Heracross in it. There it is. Furious Fist Heracross grading PSA 8. So sending it over to tag grading improved the grade by 0.5. Huh. I don't know. Was that worth it? Maybe. All right, I'm closing that up now. Cool. So we actually hunted it down. It was 8 with PSA, 8.5 with tag grading. Very fascinating. Mr. needs a Mr. out of microphone stand emoji. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. So here we go. Riley, let's get the picture of this Mr. Riley. Okay. Mr. Riley has his own channel in our Discord server. You can't see it because it's invisible. But in that channel, we take a picture of all his slabs so that he knows what he has. You guys can do the same thing. It's called a digital collection. And basically, as you buy stuff or win breaks or whatever, I keep track of it for you. I take a picture for you. That's just $20 to get one of those private channels, okay? All right. So Mega Heracross. I wonder if there should be like a time limit to the digital collection channels, because I feel like it's not a very scalable service, is it? Like, what if we had 50 people with those private channels and they made one payment of $20? Now I'm on the hook to take pictures of their cards for like ever. That could be an issue. We are? All right. So Heracross could be not the next break. No. We're not going to have this be the next break. He's too big. He's too big. He is a big card. Mega Heracross. He's a mega Pokemon from the past. He comes from Furious Fist, which we opened a box break of that a long time ago. I'm going to do 150 on this. 8.25. All right, there it is. Limit it to a year like the bag limits. Yeah, let me think about it. There should be a limit to it. I think, yeah, maybe 1 full year. Okay, what do you guys think? You think that's crazy? Has this been the best pull tonight? I think this Gengar's the best pull other than some, we've seen some Siggy pulls. Nothing's better than Gengar. Okay, hit and refresh. It should be more, says A. Perez. What should be more? The duration? We have an empty queue. Send those orders in. Here is Gengar. Ooh, that Gengar always does well. I have been intentionally holding back on that Gengar because I run out of him every time we put him up here. Turn that down a bit. I don't like that music. So, I'm going to look him up. Dark Phantasma. Phantasma Gengar. Okay, there is a tag 10 of this Gengar. Okay. Let me see the difference between that and the PSA price, because sometimes there's a difference. Okay, is there no PSA version of the card for sale? Weird. Let me sort it. Let me go into buy it now mode. Hold on. Okay, yeah, it is a bit cheaper in the PSA slab. I don't know why it costs so much more in the tag slab. I don't know why that happens. Speaking of box breaks, how's the Ancient Origin list? Should I keep my pack sealed at this point? So here is the Ancient Origin list over here. So, by the way, we have an Ancient Origins pack break list, $40, 1 in 8. And here's the box break. And, you know, the price on it keeps moving up, but you can't keep it sealed if you're in here. You got to open it, okay? It's for opening only. It is. All right. And that's how it is when you jump into that break. Okay. All right. For opening only. Let's grab this. And, oh, we actually want this one. Very good. Okay. Okay, I wanted it pen anyways. We're going to say 39, 1 and 2. If it was like an old vintage WOTC era box, we would try to weigh it, but that's a more modern box. So we want to see all the stuff that comes out of it. Some great slabs here. We got Mega Heracross, Celebi Venusaur Altart. We got this Gengar break running. Here's a nice $100 Jigglypuff giveaway. Here's a nice Topps cards over here. You guys ever thought about those Topps cards? That's from 2000 Topps Pokemon. Okay, I'm going to set this over here for myself now. Get it all the way off the table so we can rotate the whole table. Like this Mew, we've got Old Maid Mew. Here's Suicune. Very nice. We've got Trafalgar Law. Very nice. Here's Hunter. And here is Magnemite. Ooh, lovely Magnemite. Okay. I say we just turn this into a music stream and start playing music. When's the next round of shipping? Well, Alexis should be in for the Wednesday shipping, so it's going to go out. She's going to package it on Wednesday, and then it's going to be picked up on Thursday. So you want to get your stuff in right now, actually, if you don't want to miss that. So look at this. The binder break's already starting to fill with some cool stuff. We got Eevee, we got Tatsugiri, we got Mimikyu, we got a couple of these. Those are cool. We got a nice Snorlax Hollow back there. That's good stuff. The binder break. We got to add more stuff to the binder break until it feels worth it. Let's see. Okay. Here we have... Oh, yeah, we definitely got to put this in here. This Greninja's got to go in, right? And let's put in this Piers. Mister, that Pokemon Go is at ETB value? Correct. That Pokemon Go is at ETB value. Are you saying, you're saying the cost for the Pokemon Go is the same cost as an ETB? I believe it is. Pokemon Go to the polls, $145. That's right. That's right. So you get a whole ETB for that. when's the next tag submission? Very soon. Very soon. It's literally the next thing to be submitted. Very soon. Oh, hold on. We're going to say Pokemon Go, ETB, sealed. How are those doing? Over time, they have gotten... Okay. Let's see. Is that right? Let me look at that again. Hold on, let me check sold. Oh, I see. Hold on, we need to see ended recently. All right, there we go. All right, so it looks like the last ETB sold on August 11th for $96.29 shipping. So that's almost $130. And then one sold in auction for about $90 though. That looks like it's, so it looks like it's around $100. I'm gonna actually lower the price on that then. Maybe that price is really high because I ain't trying to sell it too fast. You know, I don't mind holding on to it. So we're going to reduce this to $135 and $13.50. Here it is. Sometimes the prices are too high because prices go up and then I adjust to it, but then sometimes the prices go down and I'm supposed to adjust to that too. Here's the problem. If something sells a whole bunch, I know that there's been a price change. But when something hasn't sold in a long time, I don't really think of that. You know, I don't really think, wow, we haven't sold Pokemon Go ETB in like 2 months or something, right? And then I don't go check on it because it's not on my mind. It is. Ooh. Here's Froakie. I actually wish I had like a digital helper or something like that who could test out my prices really carefully and keep my prices up to date and competitive because I fall behind. Here we are. So Greninja going in. I'm thinking of buying an ATV. Should I go with Pokemon Go? Pokemon Go is a good one. Pokemon Go, the thing about Pokemon Go is it's got a lot of cards in it other than the alternative arts. And a lot of people don't appreciate that. It's got a lot of holographics that have a Pokemon Go stamp on it. All right, so this Gray Ninja, what is he going for? Wow, he has really changed over time. That Greninja SVP 132, is that right? Black Star promo 132. Wow, he's gone way up. Everyone knew this was going to happen though, right? Like nobody thought this wasn't going to happen. Okay, we're going to put him in there for like $50. And then I don't know about Frogadier and Froakie. I don't know what they're worth. It is, and then Piers is probably a few bucks. Okay, so now we're looking much hotter here. Greninja's in here. The binder break, hold on, the binder break is a 41 and 7, right? So whatever 40 times 7 is, which is 280, correct? 280, so it's 280. So we got to hit 280. We got these lovely ladies. They're good. Here's Pikachu. Now these aren't quite as valuable, I'm sure. Eevee's nice though. It's like $10, I think. Tatsugiri's nice. The Mimikyu's nice. These are nice. So these aren't worth a terribly large amount. I don't know what the Tatsugiri's worth. I'm willing to bet the Tatsugiri's worth like $6 or $7. I don't know the Pikachu either. I've forgotten the Pikachu. We had it in the other break, didn't we? The one that Gabriel was in. Oops. Pokemon Go to the polls. Yes, Pokemon Go to the polls. So we're working on the binder break because we have no orders to open at the moment. There we are. We try to make the binder break really attractive. Wow, the eBay image thing did not work. So I actually have to type it in. So it's going to be Pikachu SM98. Okay. So it's around $15 for this one. So this one's around $15. Yeah, so this is about 15. This is probably like 6. This is probably like 10 or 11 or something. Oops, I smudged this. Okay. There's the Pikachu. Here's the Tatsugiri. Here's the Eevee. Okay, good. Now, we only set these to $5 each because they were actually donated for $5, and so I purchased them, or they were donated for free, and so I purchased them for $5. So I don't make any money on these, but they're a nice thing. They make the break attractive, right? And we have to list them as $5 each to get an idea of what's actually going in there. 50 plus 5 plus 5 plus 15 plus 6 plus 10. So we're at 91. Oh, that's a good start. And actually the Frogadier and the Froakie, I'm confident these are not free. I'm confident these have a price too. Maybe I should just look them up. Hey, how's it going, Cody? All right, so let's just see. So this is Froakie. Takes a while to make these, huh? Froakie 056. Froakie 056. And he seems to sell, it looks like he sells for about $2. He's not very expensive at all. And so I'm betting that the Frogadiers are the same way. So, Frogadier 057. Frogadier, about $2. All right, so these will be about $2 a piece. They don't really contribute too much. They're also not free, but they don't contribute much. Okay, good. Is anyone surprised by that? I'm not surprised by that. Okay, Froakie, Frogadier. People are not knocking down doors for these two. All right, I hope everyone's doing well tonight. And if you haven't done it, take a second to smack that like button. Mewtwo Pro and Pokemon Go to the polls. Gonna need the glider. Ooh. This is real nice. The Greninja is really nice. I like that. Eevee. Okay, set that there. Piers. We got some Dragon Ball cards in here for fun. Mimikyu, Fezandipity, Snorlax. So that's the binder break so far, and it's probably around $95 so far. We got to get it up to $280 of value, and then it's truly ready to go. There it is. Set that over there. Okay, let's hit refresh on these. What do we got here? We've got Double Colorless Energy and Gimme Ghoul. Ooh, cool. We have a PSA 9 Jolteon. We've got Klud. Here's Larvitar. Very nice. And Sauron, the Necromancer. He's the Necromancer. All right, let's see. We're going to hit refresh on that. I like turtles. More likes means more smiles. Martin says, 2 One Piece PRB2s and shipping. Can you please leave a note for Alexis that I have a Phoebos PSA slab under my YouTube name, Klud? Yes. Is this international shipping? No, because you're ordering the 2 PRB2s, aren't you? All right, so give me a second here. $20 is the exact amount that you would need to send a small international order. So that's why my brain got confused for half a second there. There we go. Mister, I just sent an order on PayPal. Nice. All right, cool. Okay, let's get this snipped. Poor Cloud. Nobody's jumping into that Cloud. Right? All right. What do we have here? We've got, wow, it's Judy Hopps. All right, Judy Hopps. And what about this? We got the Masked Man. He's the man with the mask. All right. Put this here. What's going solemn and a Perez? CPI data came lower. Expect a rate cut soon. That's what I heard too. So the consumer inflation report or something like that, right? And prices did not rise quickly due to the tariffs like they thought it would. And the stock market is taking off. I'm up like 25% in just one stock. It's S&P 500 index fund stock. And yeah, it's crazy. It's like I'm up 25% on that. I'm like, wow, you could do Pokemon or the stock market or crypto. You know, Bitcoin was at 120 when I last looked at it. And we are. You know what wasn't way up? Freaking Elon Musk Tesla stocks. It is. Let's see. I heard that Tesla's not selling as much. Whoa. Says it's up higher even overnight. What the hell? And what about Bitcoin? Bitcoin's at 119, just shy of 120. So, yeah, stock market's definitely doing well. So weird, man. So, Mr. Martin, let's grab your bag. Mr. Martin, lower rate equals house market good. Yes, I agree with that. Could also cause house prices to pick up finally. Okay. Very nice. Oh, and shipping. Okay, let's get you shipped out. Okay, I have a feed boss and PSA slab under my username, Glud. AI stocks is also doing very good. I am scared to like pick out AI stocks or the chip stocks or anything like that. I just do not have some sort of crystal ball to know what's going to do well. So I actually like index stocks, and it's basically just a vote for the whole stock market. That's the way for me. Planter went up like crazy after earnings. AI is taken over, man. It's really impressing me. It's like shocking. It's like the introduction of AOL. It's like the introduction of the internet in the 90s. I'm really shocked by it. I'm very impressed. And by the time AI reaches a point where it can work on its own software, it's going to get nuts. When AI can work on its own software, it's going to get nuts. I'm sure we're not close to that, but I think it's going to be possible one day. QQQ is good if you just want tech by itself, but S&P 500 is also good. Mr. If OpenAI ChatGPT goes public, will you buy their stock? I mean, I certainly use their product all the time, but you know, LaFlame, if they go public, isn't everyone just going to buy the stock? I mean, it's going to be like massively overpriced, I imagine. Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared to gamble on anything in the stock market. I gamble on Pokemon cards because I know Pokemon, and I realize that's why I do my best, because I know what I'm doing. Like, I have confidence in my next move. And I've had some losses, but I've had mostly just successes. And but with the stock market and crypto, I screw up, and I don't always really have the time and patience to read everything. Like, I'm not an insider or anything, you know, like I don't have secret data about what's going on. So I feel like I should probably just stick to Pokemon. And then I just put some cash away in the stock market because it's a very traditional investment. It's like a conservative investment. No, wait a second. We didn't do one of the steps. You need me to write down crude. That would be silly if I didn't do that. All right. College is so ruined with AI. Oh, yeah. Karis and I were talking about that after we watched a TikTok about it. There it is. There you go. Everyone buys it equals price go up. Isn't that good? Well, yes, that is good, but it's not good if it becomes overpriced for no reason. And then let's say the company falls behind and does bad or something. Like, let's say it becomes obsolete. Maybe Google beats it. Maybe Microsoft beats it. I don't know. Maybe Elon Musk somehow beats it with Grok. I don't know. But so if you put all your money into ChatGPT, if it goes public and then for some reason it blows up, I think it's going to be a hard crash. So, you know, it's a scary thought. It is a little bit scary, you know. If you could have gone back and bought a ton of Amazon stock in the past, you'd be so rich today. But this is the thing. Back when Amazon stock was really cheap, there was a whole bunch of technology companies for sale, and a lot of them did not succeed. Amazon did. You wouldn't have known that back then, so you could have very easily picked the wrong asset. And so that's how I feel about the AI companies today. Like, which one of these companies is actually going to succeed? I don't know. I like the diversity choice or something like that. Maybe there's like an index fund for AI stocks. Where was AI when I went to community college? By Tremus. Now we need to find the next Amazon on AI stocks. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so what do we got? Joshua Ramos. One Raw Shuffle, one Crimson Haze. One Raw Shuffle, one Crimson Haze. You know, somebody's going to go out and become a millionaire buying AI stocks, and I hope they turn around and just buy some Pokemon cards with their winnings. You know, like, hey, you're the winner. You did it. Chicken, something like that. Winner, chicken dinner. And then they're going to want to park that money into something. Maybe they'll buy a house in Los Angeles. Maybe they'll buy a boat. And maybe they'll buy some Pokemon cards. I'm betting on it. And so I specialize in Pokemon cards, and I do well there. It is. We are the last generation that actually had to think. Hard and brainstorm, spiderweb ideas. We are Joshua Ramos. I'm not scared of the AI. I'm not scared of it. We are. Every time humans come up with a big invention, we've advanced as a society. You know, so it's like we'll probably lose the feeling of the past that we used to have. Oh, we got to get you your Crimson Haze, right? We'll probably lose a certain feeling of the past, you know, like pre-AI. you know, when AI wasn't very, very good yet. But we'll gain all the benefits. For example, now you can have a fake AI girlfriend and never have a real girlfriend. No, I'm just kidding. But AI might be able to solve a lot of mathematical problems. It might be able to solve a lot of just anything that requires reasoning. But more importantly, it might actually solve some medical issues. Here it is. You know, we want to cure these diseases, and if the cost of medicine goes down because computer hands can do these super expensive surgeries, that's huge. You know, AI making medicine more accurate, more affordable. It's amazing. It's a good thing. All right. We've cured loneliness. I haven't read a book in years. We only use 10% of the brain capacity. Not me. I only use 2% of my capacity. Brr. All right. Here's Zapdos. Most kids can't read books anymore. It is. I read a lot of books growing up. There you are. Okay. Good. Mr. Josh. All right. AI has been good for actually listing Pokemon cards. Nice. It's just really, really advanced software. It's getting to the point where it does the thinking. Mr. Miguel says 1 Pokemon English ETB. Let's get it, man. All right. Moving this all around. Picking this up. Oh, wow, that really hurt my arm. So we got Pokemon White Flare. Ooh, white. When you talk about white people, you have to say it the right way. You have to say white people. I think maybe because I don't prioritize reading over a simple TikTok video explaining something. Been reading nonstop since I had that sad realization that I was losing my ability to read and comprehend literature. Yeah, I can barely take a piss in a toilet. I'm pretty much gone. I'm not even here. I'm a shell of a human. Oh man, it feels so good to use my new toilet, man. We got a new toilet. You know, I can't think of a lot of luxuries in life that I really, really, really enjoy. I've got cheap clothing. This is clothing I got like years ago. If I turn the camera around, you'd see it. It's a really worn out shirt. I've got a Walmart foam bed with pillows that are like falling apart. So I sleep on a bachelor bed. The bed frame is just a simple steel bed frame. Probably costs like $100. And that's it. I don't own a lot. I own like a TV and an Xbox. Do you use a bidet? Do you splash the water on your poopy hole? No, no bidet. No bidet. Debate. There. All right. Tornadus. So I don't have a lot of luxuries in life is my point. I don't like to, I guess I don't like to spend money on much stuff. But I finally splurged. I got rid of my carpeted bathroom. The carpet's been peeled off. It hasn't been tiled yet though, so it's just wood flooring underneath, which is probably not a good thing to leave exposed for too long. So I have to pay for tiling. But I got a new toilet. And I have to say, I think I've finally found something that I really care about in life. I really like having a nice toilet. That has to be one of the simplest and most desirable joys in life for me is a nice toilet. I'm actually pretty good if you can just get me a good toilet. Carpet bathroom? Yeah, we bought a house from the 1980s. And every single bathroom has a carpeted bathroom. It's all carpet, like completely carpeted, every inch of it, even up to the tub. I'm tempted to bring you guys into the bathroom so you can see what the hell I'm talking about. And we have 3 bathrooms in this house, completely carpeted. So you walk out of your living room hall into the bathroom, and it's like you never left. And if you've never experienced that, it's super weird. It is super weird to have your feet on the carpeted bathroom floor and to sit down for a big stinky dump. You're like, this ain't right. If you've never done that, you've got to try it. Go try to find a really old home that still has its carpeted bathroom and go give it a try. Very strange. You feel like you're not supposed to be going. You sit down, right? Like to release the day, to expel the day, right? You sit down to expel the day and you're like, it's like when you're laying in bed and you're having a dream about having yourself go pee, because you have to go pee really bad and your subconscious wants you to go pee, but you're holding it in somehow still, right? So you're not wetting the bed, but you're dreaming about peeing, right? You ever had that like weird sort of like dreamy feeling, but your body stops you from going because it just knows not to. And then that's what it feels like to go to the bathroom in a carpeted bathroom for the first couple of times. You go in there and you're like, all right, time to go. But your brain's like, you don't go to the bathroom here. There's carpet here. That's how it feels. It's really crazy. It's very trippy. At work on the toilet, forgot to lock the door. I'm playing a dangerous game. Ooh, I don't know. Forgot to lock the door. Here's Zorork. All right, this is for Mr. Miguel. Thank you, Miguel, for opening some cards with us. Maybe we'll pull you the Red Victini. All right. Here's a Litwick. Here we are. Oh. Whales can't have a carpeted bathroom. It's just not fair. Here's your Mask, Stunfisk, Whimsicott. But the carpet's gone now, and we have a fresh toilet. It feels very nice. It feels so nice. It's amazing. Fresh toilet. Got to be like one of the best feelings in the world. Here's Plume. Here's Embor. Here's Caphagrigus. Anybody here play Elden Ring Night Rain? I'm going to be playing that after this stream because they have a new boss fight coming out. Here's Heatmore, and I am very interested in that. Heatmore, Heatless. You can pull a God Pack. There's a God Pack in here? Panseer, Archeox, Samurott. 2 more packs. Are you ready? 2 more packs. Come on, baby. Hydreigon. Pokemon Black and White has been really hard to pull the chase cards out of, I noticed. These come straight out of sealed cases, by the way. Vullaby, Terrakion. There we have it. That's 9 booster packs of full ETB. All right, let's just see what we have here for Mr. Miguel. He's got Hydreigon, Heatmore. He's like a fiery anteater. Oh, there's Durant right there. Whimsicott, Litwick, which is a very cute Master Ball, by the way, and Zoroark. That's it. That is... It's feeling like prismatic, basically. And then you've got your tornadoes. Don't forget that. So that's a little nice thing. All right. Now, wait a second. Were you shipping out? I can't remember. Or did you? No, you got your bag right here. Here it is. It was a different guy shipping out. Okay. Very nice. I'll put this in the back, actually, like this. All right. Very good. All right, lovely, lovely, lovely. What do we have now? What do we have now? We've got an order from Guardian Gaming, 10 Mega Brave, and Hello Kitty PSA 10, number 44 on the table. That would be this one. Very nice. All right. Thank you so much. Wow, Hello Kitty sold and Wobbuffet sold tonight. Thank you. Just 2 slabs that you didn't think would sell very fast, but you know, everything eventually sells. That's the weird thing about it. Everything does eventually sell. Oh, look, here's another one, actually. Here's My Melody 9.5. My Melody 9.5. I'm ready to let go of these Hello Kitty cards from the past. We've had them for quite a while, and it is time to see them go away. Okay. Oh, I like that melody. Do you like the Hello Kitty cards? I got a couple of them to show off, actually. We've got Hello Kitty cards, if you didn't know that. We just don't put them all up at the same time. We got some Hello Kitty cards right here. Here's a Hangyodan, My Melody. Here's a Red Balloon. Here's a My Melody. Here's a Red Heart. So I would like to see these sell, and I'm not as picky about the price because they've lasted for a while. We've actually sold a lot of them. I guess I really graded a lot of them, so maybe I didn't need to grade so many. Should have graded them in a slower portion. Like each time I grade, I should have graded a couple. Okay. And so here is a PSA, I'm not a PSA, here's a pristine BGS 10 on these. Yes, this is a holographic card. And let's ask $60 on that. Oop, did I say 8.24? It's 8.25. All right. So there we have it. Some Hello Kitty love. Now 10 Mega Braves. Mega Brave. Ooh, fresh box. I'm very happy with that Wobba Fett purchase. Heck yeah, dude. You know, everyone doesn't bother grading Wobba Fett. You know why? Because they're freaking Wobba Fett racists. That's why. They're like, I only want to grade Umbreon, Charizard, Lugia, and Gengar. Not me. I'm not a Wobba Fett racist. All right, I got to find a box of Mega Brave somewhere. I'll be back. Okay, here we go. Very nice. I wonder if there's more interest in the Hello Kitty card since the new show on Netflix. Oh, since the new show on Netflix. I did not know about a new Hello Kitty show on Netflix. How's that doing? So we got some fresh boxes of these. Let's get it. Put that down. I need some Dogecoin. Dogecoin, huh? All right. Tossing this. So, $10 Mega Braves. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Wow, I'm surprised this one hasn't moved, huh? Who's in here? Beatrice is in here. So this is Team Rocket's Giovanni SAR, which it means it's a chase pull, right? And your odds are 1 in 4, $40 pull. Here we go. Let's get this started. You ready? That's a pretty small break. Thought that would be popular on account of it being small. I think if it was like a Gengar, it would, or like a Charizard, it would move faster. I don't know what that is, but that like depresses me somehow. I mean, I could design it so that the only thing we have up on the table is like Charizard and Gengar. Let's see. I just don't want to. It's so boring, I guess. Ready? Here is Cinderace. Did you see Asmongold talking about people fighting over the Japanese promo cards? Yeah, you're talking about the McDonald's cards. Yeah, my supplier mentioned them, but he wanted like an obscene amount of money for them. And I took one look at them, and I was like, they're all right. They're okay. But I immediately thought, I was like, what if they reprint them? You know? Pokemon's done that before, right? With the McDonald's cards, they've been reprinted before. And so I thought, do I need to buy these right now? Probably not. And then also I thought, what if they bring them here to America? What if the same design is relaunched in America? And I thought, well, you know, it'll go nuts over here. Ooh, Lilipole, very nice. All right. Congratulations, Guardians Gaming. So I refrained from buying them. I was like, nah, I'll pass. My cousin's trying to get me one. He says it's hard. Okay, toss this over here. You know, anytime a card just released and there's a ton of hype, people always overpay for a card at that point. It's not really that good of a situation. Look at that. So nice. Okay, let's grab your bag. Guardian Gaming. Did you say you had a bag? I have a bag under Guardian Gaming. Okay, let's find it. This is a bag that's about to be expired. And that is also a bag that's about to be expired. We got so many people who have little bags of stuff and then they just leave it here. It is Guardian Gaming. It's because they want to donate to the channel. They're so kind. They're so kind. McDonald's stopped giving out the promo cards. McDonald's is like, this is crazy. I think it's wild to see all the food like bagged up and thrown away, you know? That's pretty wild, right? It's like insulting to a certain degree. It's like, we don't want your stinky food. Give us the cards. Like, damn, bro, calm down. Calm your tits. Okay, what do we got here? Got some fresh cards for you guys. This was priced on $325 for $250. Now, there's a reason for that. It's because it's actually a high grade of 3. For a card that's 100 years old, getting a PSA 3 is pretty good. So if you want one of these vintage Mickey cards, we have one. I'm not going to change the price on that. I'm just going to get a fresh sleeve so it looks nice, okay? So we've got these bubblegum Mickey cards for you Disney collectors. You know, we sell 1 or 2 of these every now and then. It's really interesting. I could host a Mickey break if you guys wanted to. We did that one time. Took a while for it to end, though. So I haven't hosted it again since then. All right, now what is this? This is Mug, the poker card. All that junk food wasted. Yeah, what the hell? You can't be wasting junk food, bro. Okay, this is going to say poker. Gengar. Did I say Gengar? It's supposed to be Poker Mug. My bad. Poker Mug. All right. Poker Mug red is $100. So the red version of the card is $100. This is the much more desirable yellow version of the card. We will make it $140. We will lower the price on this one. It's always hard to know what the price should be on a card, but it is, after all, Muck. Not anyone's top choice. It's not Charizard, Gengar. Do you have Charizard, Gengar, Umbreon? I'm looking for Charizard, Gengar, Umbreon. He's not those things, so he's going to be a different Pokemon than that. And what do we have here? Now, this is nice. Power Keepers Vulpix 10. I like that a lot. That's going to be a common card from Power Keepers. I keep hearing people say the word rescission. What? Fast Food King. My most I ate was 2 McDonald's, 2 McDoubles, 2 McChickens, a large fries, and a 20-piece nugget. Woo! That's a lot. We are. I used to go crazy on the KFC Double Downs. That was like 12 years ago, dude. So how's it been so much time? But when they first introduced that sandwich, I was working for like Coca-Cola at the time. And that was my go-to power meal, man. I felt so good after eating that. It was a very physically demanding job. And it was like 2 chicken breasts fried with breading and the bacon and the cheese. And it was just like, oh, I felt so good every time I ate it. I never felt bad from it. Never felt sickly. Then they got rid of it like dummies. So this is $97 today. 97. Okay, we'll make ours 95. Let's make it simple. Okay. So these have been nicely updated. Look at that. Beautiful cards hitting the table. Next up, we have an order from Martin Ramirez. Last 2 PRB2s. You got it. Last 2 PRB2s. But it looks like I've only got 1 PRB2 in here. So we got to open a fresh box. I would not order KFC today. Karis and I last had KFC a little while ago. Maybe like a month or 2 ago. And it was so poor quality that I decided it's no longer a good restaurant. It's really sad because I always loved KFC. I always loved it. I love chicken. I love fried chicken. And I had KFC fried chicken. And it was nasty as hell. It was so bad, dude. So nasty. It was so oily that the bottom of the bucket was soaked. And the breading was like undercooked sometimes. It was like cake batter sticking to the chicken. It was so nasty, dude. And so at this point, I've had better fried chicken at the local grocery stores. The family-run grocery stores have better fried chicken than KFC. So I don't know. I wouldn't invest in KFC right now. That's all. That's what I have to say about that. I wouldn't be investing in KFC. Ooh, look at that alt-art, man. Cool. KFC gives me the runs always, even though I love it. Well, here's a funny thing about that thought, Mr. LaFlame. I always thought KFC tasted better, too. It's just, it doesn't. It doesn't taste better. Again, we got this family-run, fancy, it's a high-end grocery store. It's for, like, people who want to pay extra for their food. So the food is consistently more expensive here. It's called Dierberg's, and it's a family-run chain. They run all over Missouri, the Dierberg's family, and they own the bank out here too. So they have a bank I actually worked for that bank. That's what I did my databasing for. It was for the Deerbergs Family Bank. And they were updating their database from like 1990 to like 20, whatever it was at the time, 2018 or something. So they had a super old database. And anyways, they have a fried chicken in a smokehouse in the actual grocery store. And it's like, it's just better. It's crispier. It's cooked better. It's less oily. And it's really rich flavors too. And you have some KFC and it's just like some nasty oily slop with like cake batter stuck inside the meat. And you're like, why did this? They didn't even cook this all the way. So it's weird how can a company like KFC fall behind the competition so badly? Let's see, Mr. Martin. Here is your bag. I never in my life heard of Jollibee. Jollibee was founded in the Philippines, right? The Philippines love KFC too, don't they? I never had Dave's Hot Chicken. I don't know what Dave's Hot Chicken even is. Okay, so I like Jollibee. Guardian Gaming says Melody 9.5. Yeah, you want to see some more? I probably can find some more for you, man. Hold on. Mr. Guardian Gaming. Okay. Very nice. Never had Jollibee. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Okay, give me a second here. Let's find all the 9.5s. If you're in a 9.5 kind of mood. Careful, because you'll make Ivan jealous. Okay, so we got this one. That one's a little more special. That one's an SR, I believe. So it's not a standard pull. So it's a rare one. I don't even know what character that is, though. Okay, this one is a 9.5. Oh, and that's it. That's it. We're out of 9.5s. Wow. This is mostly what's left of the Hello Kitty. Still a decent number of slabs, but boy, did we sell a lot of Hello Kitty over time, man. We sold a lot of it. Hello Kitty was not a bad product. We tried to host a break on this Hello Kitty. You want me to put that back up there? Look at that. So this was a 31 and 2 break. And then these two guys, huh? Pom Purin with the little butthole showing. It's really gross, actually. This is called a BR, right? So BRs are more rare. It is. I want that dog Hello Kitty slab. This one. Here we are. Can I see the Karumi card and maybe if you have Cinema Roll left? Yes, all of their prices would be out of date. Like, look at this character here was priced in January of this year. But I am not in the mood to price these harshly. These are non-Pokemon cards. I never price non-Pokemon cards harshly. They're always priced to sell. Except for right after they come back. So right after they come back, we ask for full market value. And then we kind of see how everyone here feels about it. If people are like, I don't want them, well, then I tend to start to lower prices. Okay, so Pom Purin. And I want to ask a not so crazy price on him. Remember, BGS 9.5s do tend to regrade into PSA 10s. Okay, keep that in mind. And then we have this Kogi Minyu or something. And that's a full SP. So SPs are kind of like pulling a signature. Wow, that is so cool. Look at how as you rotate this, it looks like those flower petals are literally spinning. Do you see that? That is super cool, man. Wow, I'm impressed. So that was 80 bucks back in 125 and it didn't sell. No, it got sold a while back, says A. Perez. Ah, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, Mr. A. Perez. I don't want to give this card up too lightly. It's almost worth doing the cross grade on. But I'm going to lower the price, okay? So the price on this one will come in at $65 now. It's like a liquidation sale for this one. So we've got two special cards here. We've got a double-sided BR card. See that? Pom Purin. And then we've got this SR card with like a really fancy hollow effect. Okay? But neither of those are Hello Kitties. And okay, and there's that. And there's a gym break if anyone wants to get into that. Now, you want to see what? Karumi and Cinema Roll. I think you mean Kurumi. Is that right? What do we got? So we've got the doggy. Okay, here's a Melody, Hello Kitty, My Melody, the fish. This is a double-sided card. Here's a Kurumi. Here's a Kurumi. Kurumi has been one of the easiest ones to sell, weirdly enough. Like, you would think that the Hello Kitty card would be the fastest seller, like this card right here. But it's not. It's actually Kurumi. Very strange. Choco Cat. So Choco Cat is black, and nobody will buy him because you're all racist. It is. Here's Hello Kitty. Here's Hello Kitty. Here's Kurumi. Kurumi. Oh, here we go. Here's one of the nice Kurumis. All right. And look at this Hello Kitty. Nice, right? So there we go. These are all pristine 10s. Don't forget this. It's harder to get a pristine 10 than a PSA 10. So these have all been harshly graded. And you're interested in one of these, huh? I would lower the price on all of these to just a flat $100 because we were selling them above $100 for a while, and we did sell a couple of them. But you can see I still have some left to sell. Let's see. And then Hung Yodon. Is that an SR? SP? That's an SP. That's cool. Okay, My Melody. That's pretty cute. You know what you could do if you're really into it? You could buy the My Melody drink, the Hello Kitty drink, and the Kuromi drink. That's one of the most popular things to do, is to buy all three together because they actually match. Yes. Let me show you that. So these match. See? And you can see we were selling the drinks for about 120 a piece. So you get 3 pristine drink cards, and they're very cute. And there's no more drink cards in the in this card set. So you get all 3 of these, pristine 10, very cute. There you are. I would do 300 for that round instead of 360 because this is what's left over. And I just don't rotate it up on the table as often anymore. You know, I kind of stick to the Pokemons, but they're still for sale. They're all still for sale. Yeah, we sell these Hello Kitties really consistently over the last year. I like the special foil ones too, of the Kurumi and Melody. Okay, so let me look up that real fast. The special foil would be this one. You talking about this? Okay, this is a BR. It's a double-sided card, and it looks like I had priced it at $150. I think I'd be willing to go down to. So we lowered these to $100. Let's lower this one too. Let's lower this to $130. It is. Let's lower it to $120. All right. So that'll be $120, and then here is this Melody for $100. See that? So it looks like this Kuromi and My Melody. And you flip it around, and there they are. So you're welcome to send in for these. These are 100 and 120, and these would be 100 each. So these are 100 each. The drinks, I can get them fresh sleeves too, so it looks nice. Those are probably some of the most popular ones. Are those right there? They are. I actually have one that I've not sold, but I could be talked into selling it for the right price. Let me show you it real fast. Okay, so amongst Hello Kitty cards, this is probably going to be like one of the coolest ones you can collect. Let me show you real fast. You ready? So it's a BR, and it's called Sanrio Characters, and it got Black Label on it. Look at that. They actually put the embossing facing forward. It's really interesting. And then you flip it around, and it's holographic on the back, see? So there it is. That's a Black Label. I don't know. What do you think that's worth? Like 500? It's got to be worth like 500 or something. Okay, that is sick. Yeah, they're pretty neat. There we go. Okay, I'll put these back. I'm gonna place these here. I know you showed a little interest in them, so if you decide to buy one, just let me know. Did we get him that Melody? We got him the Melody. Yeah, okay, so now we have Mark J. Valerian. Can I get a pre-grade on my 3 Charizard promos? I think there is an SSP. I do have an SSP somewhere of the Hello Kitty card. All right, so Mr. Mark will be in here, and he wants a pre-grade of the 3 Charizards. Sounds good, man. Okay. You know what's sad, Mr. Mark? If you graded these back when the Charizard came out, it was easier to grade back then. PSA's new tougher grading standard makes it harder for these to grade 10 today. So it's like you have an unfair disadvantage from guys back then compared to today. Okay, you ready? So let's grab... Okay, we'll just grab that plastic there. All right, we got Charizard VMAX. Centering immediately looks nice. Okay, we're going to flip it over on the back. Definitely send this in. So I do think you risk it grading 9, and that is because of these square cut corners. Let me zoom in. See how the corner is actually kind of angular instead of round? I do not know how PSA will treat that today. But other than that one issue, it's looking really nice. I wouldn't try for a black label because of the corners. And also, it's obvious that this side's a little thicker, but only slightly. This card, it just depends on how PSA treats those square cut corners, because they might decide that that is a serious problem today. So I would give this one like 9.5 plus. I like that one a lot. It looked pretty clean, believe it or not. But I am wary of those corners. I think PSA is starting to grade very harshly these days. Kind of like BGS, actually. Okay. Once again, I like the centering. I don't like the edge up top. The edge up here looks like it was cut poorly. The card name says Blau Party Kuromi. I guess the Melody one says Blau Party Melody. They were in the Gem Mint 10 piles. Here, let me take a quick look at this. So this card, I believe, would grade 6 with PSA. This card has a damaged corner down here. It's like it's fully damaged. There it is. Like it got crushed or cut badly or something. And then it's got a yucky edge up there. So I would give this one a rating of about 6. That's what I would expect with PSA. If you grade this with tag, it might get more like an 8 or a 7. Okay, and then finally we have our Charizard versus Mewtwo. My eyes are immediately drawn to the centering between the top and the bottom, with the top being slightly thicker. That plays out between these two corners right here. You can see that this is thinner here than this, and it's thinner here compared to here. And then we have a white dot in this corner down here. So you've got a white dot on this corner. See it? There it is. That's a full dot. I would probably give this one in the range of an 8. I'm going to say 8.5. All right. So there's a chance that one's a 9. This one's probably going to be 6 or worse. Actually, I'm going to say 6 minus. I would say send to tag. Because with this one, tag's going to grade it differently than PSA for the mid-grade. And then this is 9.5. You should definitely send this, people call it, what do they call it? Zardzilla. You should definitely send this Zardzilla in. I do not have high hopes of a 10, but if they do not care about the square corners, probably a 10. But PSA is not letting anything slip by anymore. So they don't go, oh, that's just the style of the card. It's just going to be square cut. They don't do that anymore. So I'm pretty sure that will be a 9. Okay, we gave it a 9.5 plus because I can't tell you it's going to grade 10. It looks to me like it could be a 9. Okay, there we go. PSA doesn't know I know this hack. I have a guy. Do you? Okay, we have an order of Steven Trunk, paying down Raichu. Raichu! Whoa. Okay, let's get over here. Raichu with an R. Steven Trunk. 7-9. You sent 30 in, right? 5-0. There it is. Okay, the journey of 1,000 steps. Or 1,000 miles or something like that. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. Okay, the queue is empty. It's 4:04 a.m. We are 2 hours deep, and the queue is empty. Not a super crazy night. Pretty normal night, I'd say. I sent you the pictures on Instagram of the ones I'm talking about. Oh, okay, let me see real fast. So you like those Hello Kitty cards, huh? Let's see. I like Hello Kitty. I think it's a strong brand. So when I think of it, I go, that's going to do well. $9 domestic. This guy's asking me a question. All right. So, Jeffrey sent a photo. They blur it until you accept it. Oh, yeah, I've seen those. Yeah, those are pretty cool. The Melody and the Kurumi. I remember growing up with it with my sister and my nieces. Like it. Sure. Well, my sisters, they watched the original My Little Pony TV show. They also watched Care Bears. which I remember Care Bear Share or something like that. And then their bellies would glow, and it was really gay. It was super gay. And so I remember all that stuff from the past. So let's work on this binder some more. So we got to get this binder up to 200 and how much? $280 worth, right? Isn't that it? I think it's 280. And so let's keep looking for stuff to put in there, shall we? Let's see, the binder break. I'll put this back. I know something we can put in there. We can put one of those lovely Mewtwo's, because I got like a million of those Mewtwo's. The Mewtwo's, listen, this is just one bag of these Mewtwo's. I have more. I have more than this. All right, so I'll just grab from the middle here. Okay, lovely. Teletubbies. Tubby Toast, Tubby Toast. Naughty Nooner, or whatever the stupid vacuum was called. Boy, that vacuum could suck. Who didn't want Tubby Toast, though, man? Tubby Toast, that was good looking. They had the Tubby Toast with the custard. Tubby Toast! Best long-term Pokemon card investment, slabs or sealed boxes or both? You can think of it actually not as an option between those two. There's actually 3 options. Raw singles, graded cards, and booster boxes. And I would say you could pretty much just collect whatever you want. There's been this perspective on it where, you know, some guy like Alpha Investment Rudy, he only collects like the booster boxes, I guess. But that's because that's what he does for like a living. He sells booster boxes. So it's fitting for him to buy a bunch of the thing that he specifically sells. Slabs will have their own market always. And let me explain why that is. Because if nobody bought this, nobody would buy the booster box it came out of. So they're married, they're intertwined, the price is intertwined. And a raw card is just one that hasn't been graded yet. So it's really 3 markets: singles, graded, and booster box. And you can do any 3 of these that you prefer. If you like the booster boxes, that's nice. I will say booster boxes take up a lot of room. And then the slabs, you're like, I don't know about slabs. They're not going to do as good as a booster box. Oh, are you wrong, man? Those slabs have gone way, way, way up over time. Like, I bought this guy like in January for $20,000. He's $60,000 now. Not a lot of booster boxes tripled in price in the same time period. So, but that's just one very special card that I'm showing off. But, you know, you've heard of other slabs doing kind of a similar thing, like the Moltres Zapdos Articuno stained glass birds. They've gone up too. And so there's just a variety of examples of this. Gold Star Greninja, Umbreon Gold Star, the Pikachu from the Celebrations. He's just a simple card. He went up to like, what was it, like $800 or some crazy number. I can't remember. So yeah, the slabs jump. And then because the slabs jump in price, the booster box jumps in price. When you look at Evolving Skies and it's selling for $3,000, and then you look at Fusion Strike and it's now selling for $900, there's a $2,000 discrepancy between them. There's a $2,000 gap. What happened? Well, the cards that actually come out of Evolving Skies justify the higher price. So the booster box never escapes the value of the slab. That's how it works. The booster box value is tied to what the slabs are doing. If the slabs underperform, the booster box will underperform. If the slabs are overperforming, the booster box jumps with them. So that's how it really works. So you can actually predict what booster boxes are going to do well by looking and seeing what artworks are selling well in the slab market. And likewise, if the slabs are really expensive and people are buying up the box, it goes the other way too. If you want to buy the box but it's too expensive, and then you look at the graded slabs and you're like, well, all I want is that card from the set and the slabs are underpriced, you should go buy a slab. So, you know, maybe the better answer is just pick artworks that you like, that you think are going to do well, and then find out what you think is the better value. The raw single, the graded 10 or 9, especially with vintage these days, you're going to get a PSA 9 for the vintage, or the booster box. There could be a really complex calculation to truly understand that. How often does the card pull? How often does it grade 10? If I buy singles from a guy online, how often am I just getting hosed by a guy who already analyzed the card and decided it's going to grade 7? You know, a lot of the time. That's the answer to that question, a lot of the time. Slabs are less liquid than booster boxes. I've heard that argument. I don't know if I agree with that. Like, every week, some bizarre amount of slabs sell in auction on eBay. And so you could argue those slabs are pretty liquid, the ones on eBay. I would say there are some slabs that are less liquid, usually niche Pokemon, so Gengar, Umbreon, Charizard, Lugia, those are pretty liquid. I mean, you could really post those for sale and someone will really consider buying them right away. You could put Charizard into auction and he's going to go for about the asking price of that Charizard at the current time. And there's some other exceptions to that, maybe Dragonite, maybe Tyranitar, maybe the Evolutions, the other Evolutions, I mean. And so, yeah, you can, as long as you're willing to sell them in auction, they'll go. They'll go. So you could consider their real price, their auction price, but some cards really do not drop significantly in value in auction. They just don't, because there's always a willing buyer ready to put sort of like a stop price on it, where it's like, well, if this Umbreon VMAX Alt-Art doesn't get up to 1.5 thousand, I'll buy it for 1.5, just so, and that's sort of like a test to see how far it can drop. All right. So, but yeah, I mean, the other thing about slabs, people do a lot of mystery boxes these days. PSA and GameStop want to do like a mystery box. And so we do breaks ourselves. So I actually move a lot of slabs every week because we do breaks. And you know what that means? That means I create a demand for those slabs for these breaks. And look at that. Here's a vintage pack. Team Rocket. There we go. We got this Jolteon, the James C. Cathcart. So think about like how many slabs have sold in the last month just being pulled out of the Poke Shuffle. It's some gigantic amount. And so, yeah, there's always a demand by the card shops and the guys who go to card shows and the online rip and shippers who do breaks and stuff, mystery boxes. There's always a demand over there. In the end, what is this really other than a single, but it's a really nice single. So, like, it's guaranteed, or like this one. This is just like a single, but it's a guaranteed good single, The third party has confirmed that it is a good one. But yeah, I would say that they're very similar, actually. I would say they're very similar. It's just tough to get 10s and such. All right, guys, we have an empty queue. Nobody in the queue. Why don't I go ahead and give away some spots for this giveaway? We have a giveaway going on. Okay, first of all, I'd like to give out one spot right now. It is a Tuesday night, slow Tuesday night. Tuesday is always slow for some reason. I can never get Tuesdays to go fast. I think it's just the day of the week. People are already spent. Michael Bethel. Our Tuesdays are a little bit slower. We're going to have to start doing Tuesday specials. And then let me go ahead and do this. We are actually going to reset the entries. Okay, now type in TCC right now. Let's hand out the next 3 spots right away for people who are really here, really hanging out. I want to make sure people hanging out get in here, okay? Yeah, I got a never-ending supply of slabs just to make sure that we've got stuff for the breaks, man. Look at this. Nice Nidoking, Vaporeon. You got a nice Eevee here. Here's a Dark Weezing. Here's a nice Pikachu. He'd be a good break. Dark Magneton, Superior, whatever this is. We got this nice Umbreon. Look at that Tyranitar, man. Doesn't that just stand out from the rest? That is so cool. We got this nice Tyranitar. We got a birthday Pikachu. We got another Tyranitar. I like Tyranitar. I'm a Tyranitar fan. Okay. Tyranitar. He's cool, man. He's the Gozira Pokemon. Type in TCC. Wednesday is now my weird shift. Is it? A little knocked out. He was a break. I guess we pulled him back down. Here's Execute. Darkrai. Birthday Pikachu. Slowpoke. Snorlax. Look at that Sylveon. Wednesday shifts are the worst. Electrode. This is super cool. The pricey Chansey coin. Pikachu. Tyranitar. Ooh, tempted to just keep that. Here is Snorlax, Charizard. Now look, if I did a break on this Charizard, he would be the first one to finish, I bet. He would be the first one to finish on the table. That's how people are. They just want a couple cards. There you are. Again, I don't know why that is, but it just kind of makes me sad. I like the diversification. Choinsy? I like Choinsy. Is that birthday Pikachu 10 for sale? Those birthday Pikachus will be reserved for breaks. Toss it over there. Okay. We've got Pikachu 2.5, Dark Alakazam. Ooh, there's a free slab. It's halfway done. We'll finish it in the future. Here's DP's Chansey. Should go into a museum. Another Sylveon. Here's another Tyranitar. Another Birthday Pikachu. Umbreon. Slowbro. This guy. Some more Victinis. Here's Meowth, 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 Meowth. Oh, that's Alakazam. And an Ivysaur, huh? Cool, cool. Okay, toss this over here. All right. Now, let's see who's getting in here. Ready? So we got this TCC giveaway. So we're giving away this free Redback Poker Jigglypuff valued at $100. So we have Lurkin Lowry. Lurkin Lowry is LL. Strawberry, Miss Sarah. How are you today, Sarah? Nice of you to stop by. And we have Smoked Out Turtle. Turtle. Okay, so spot number 1 on this Jigglypuff. Laid it on 5. Oh, that's Sarah. Hey, hey. All right, Sarah. Okay, number 1 is going to say Sarah Dussenberry. Number 2. Okay, so we're ready for round 2. The Jigglypuff's a more expensive card, so it's not going to finish in one stream. We're going to give people multiple chances to get into this Jigglypuff. And so really, if you're hanging out with us in our streams, your odds are much higher. Your odds are much higher. Okay, we're also going to get A. Perez. A. Perez is going in. Mr. Arturo, how are you? Onetic. And Shinobi. Ooh, ho, 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 ho. Shinobi. Very good. Good, 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 good. All right. Very good. Jigglypuff, Puff Pass. Puff Pass? What the hell is a Puff Pass? Did you just say Puff Pass? Crazy, bro. Hey, Mr. How goes today? Hey, what's up, Harles420? It's all right. We're just trying to fill out this binder break. Let's see. The binder break. Let us see. What is this? Oh, there's a dark flare, and that looks nice. Okay. What's in here? I got a ton of cards over here. It's been 10,000 years. What's been 10,000 years? Oh my God, what are these, like freaking... We got some My Little Ponies in here. Wow, it would be nice to clean this portion of the shelf up, man, because this part of the shelf is just terrible. Oh yeah, okay, here, let me grab these. Ugh. Okay. Can I buy some packs to donate to the stream? Yeah, absolutely, you can do that. What do you think, I'm going to say no? Nah, sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. We don't do that, bro. Okay, we're going to grab all these. We're going to grab all these. Okay. We're going to grab all this. Okay. Just looking for something cool to add. Maybe this Gyarados. Gyat! Sorry, bro. We don't accept that. So, pre-grade, sending for it. Nice. We are filling up the binder break with all kinds of stuff. So we got Greninja. We got these two. Now, these are not worth $5. I spent $5 on them. These were donated, and I didn't want them to donate them for free. Okay, so we got these two signatures, the Greninja, Froakie, Frogadier, Eevee, Tatsugiri, Pikachu, Piers, some Dragon Ball, a $20 Blockbuster Mew. We got, here's a little Mimikyu, some Hollows, Snorlax. Now we got Gyarados, Cynthia, Charizard, Kangaskhan, Mr. Mime, Charmander, Ammonite, Machoke, Charmander. Here's Mr. Mime, Gengar, Mr. Mime again, Tangela, Charmander again, and Charizard. So this is starting to look respectable now, starting to turn into a big fat pile. There it is. The binder break. Oh, maybe too fat of a pile. It's actually kind of too thick. Nice. I sent an order and also a donation box to give away for tonight's stream. Really? A donations box? Give me a minute. Let's take a quick look. The binder break will be 360 cards as the standard binder. What? 360? Whoa, whoa, whoa. All of a sudden, we have a whole bunch of orders. What the hell? 3 minutes ago. Guardian Gaming, 12 Mega Symphonia. All right, you got it, man. 12 Mega Symphonias. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. Let me toss these. No, keep your money. There we go. That binder break's starting to look fancy. We got a nice lead card in. I think the Greninja is a really nice card in there. Okay. Pulling these out. And, oh, wait. We needed 12. How many do we already have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5? Is it not 6? It's 5. So we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. I get that primal urge to open the whole damn box. There you go. Don't open the packs yet. Wait, is this you? You are? Read chat. Okay, we'll set them over here. Oh, wait, I'm tripping, says Jeffrey. Yeah, I think you're tripping. Do a giveaway with this order. Oh, okay, so Mr. Guardian Gaming's giving away a box of Mega Symphonia. I'm going to go grab that box now. Give me a second, guys. Oh, man, ow. Oh, man, that hallway smells so good, dude. I was smelling that hallway. It was like, ooh. Wow. So this is a $120 donation is what it is, guys. That's pretty dramatic. Let me go ahead and write you down over here for August. Okay, Guardian Gaming. $120. Wow. Wild stuff. Now, I don't think Guardian Gaming will fit onto this little sticker very well. So we're going to make the code GG for Guardian Gaming. There he goes. Dang, dude. Super generous. Okay, and now let me jump over here. We're going to go ahead and set this up. Giveaway options. A GG. Oops, come on now. There it goes. Okay, we're going to hit done. All right. And now we're going to reset all entries. Done. So here it is. We have a $120 booster box giveaway being hosted by Mr. Guardian Gaming. Wow. Set that over there. Type in GG to get into that giveaway. Dang, dude. All right. And then also, you bought these for yourself. Let's go ahead and open these. See if you pull anything crazy out of here. It is kind of an easy way to get a shout out, isn't it? To do a little giveaway like that. It is. Because if you do that, I end up saying your name like 20 times. And people kind of remember it when you've been nice. Snipping this. Very good. All right. Set the 120 on the second order. I noticed that. All right. What do we got here? We've got a cold one. A Clawitzer. Look at that Clawitzer. Here's Obama Snow. Obama did it. Obama Snow twice. Cold. Double Obama Snow. Here's our Alakazam. Clawitzer twice. Oh my god. Come on, Pokemon! Do something. No, we've got Graveyard. Or something like that. Ta-da! And a cold one. And a cold one. You've adopted a new dog. Congratulations. Yay! Tossing this. Okay. Boink. And your two Obama Snows. No, I want the Alakazam. Oops, boink. And there is the Graveyard. You're talking about the Alakazam AR, aren't you? Yeah, that thing's cool as hell, dude. I'm a big time Alakazam fan. I actually liked him more than I liked Gengar back when I started playing the games. But, you know, I ran into the Gengar more easily because you just definitely run into him. But I had eventually an Abra. I remember you had to go through all that trouble of evolving him because he only knows Teleport at the start. Here's Dodrio. Nice. It's so satisfying when he turns into Kadabra and he can actually use an attack. Oh, yeah. So in terms of breaks, there is one break that has moved today. Only one. Only one break moved today. The Gengar. Let me show you. This Gengar break must be popular because he is moving. Here it is. On the Mega Sub list, Bill Barron picks up spot 6 and 7. So there's 3 spots remaining for the first Mega Break. The first Mega Break spot. There it is. So 3 spots left for the first round of the sub list. We have an order from Sarah. 2 boxes of PRB2, 1 box of PRB1. Ah, okay. So I think I have to stand up and get some more of that, right? Yeah? Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back. Here we are. All right. Whoa. Woo. Look at that. Look at these. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a lot. So you want 2 of these and 1 of these. I'll store the rest behind me. Good luck, Sarah. I hope you pull a manga. Ooh. Okay, we'll set this over here. We'll start with the PRB1. I might have to buy more PRB1. It's kind of crazy. Okay, there we go. It's time to sneak. Sneak. Okay. Come on now. There it goes. And snipping this as well. All right, very good. You know, we sell a ton of the PRB1 and PRB2. You're not the only one who likes this. Oh, yeah, it starts that way, right? Yeah, okay. That shocked me. But, you know, we've been opening so much PRB2, I got used to it. So one of your full arts came out right away. I was like, that's not a God pack, is it? All right. See, look, non-hollow. Yeah, it scared me for a second there. I was like, did we do it? That's it. All right, here's your SR. Okay, and here is Trafalgar Law. Here's your full art stinky skeleton guy. Okay, good. All right, and here we have some hollows. This guy. Tell me about your day, guys. Anything interesting going on in your lives? All right. Here's this. It is no bad news. No bad news is good news. For me, anyways. Manga in front. God pack. The manga in the front. We're going to get that manga in the front, man. We got to. Oh, there's your full art. Okay. All right. Nice. Good. What do we got here? We've got some of these, some of this, some of this. All right. Here is Shanks. Ooh, Shanks. So Shanks is pull number 4, and that'll be the last pull, right? So here we have Kaido. Early morning at the airport. Looking forward to my PRB2 box. Nice. Go. All right. How's it already 8:13? That's crazy. The days are going by way too fast. Those are some fast-moving days, man. Very nice. And very nice. Okay, so we've got your SRs. Got to work an extra day. So that's fun. That sucks. Okay, there we go. All right, actually, I love working extra days. Just means more income. I swear to God, when I have like time off, I just sit there and I twiddle my thumbs and I go, I'm not doing anything. I'm not accomplishing anything. You know, I like playing games. So like you can sit me down and have me play some games on my free time. But if I do too many games, I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not getting anything done. It's the same idea. I just get kind of like stressful. It's like, well, I want to go get some work done. You know, I'm too poor to be this old. Let's listen to this. What? We are. Okay. Sneaping this. All right. And sneaping this. Good. Okay. So this is box number 1, PRB2, Miss Sarah. Crossing my fingers, I have a date on Sunday. Now, why are you saying crossing your fingers? Is it because you haven't asked her, or is it because she said maybe? We are. Go. Tell us about your love life. We want to know what goes on in the life of Mr. Arturo. There we go. Make sure to hold the door for him. What? That is not. We are. What are you talking about? So you've got a nice Dawn card here. Dawn card. Here's this bad guy. Okay. Here's this guy with the hat. Good. And okay, we got this guy. Damn, Andy's being a harsh man. You are freaking Andy, man. Freaking what the frick? Freaking A, dude. Okay, we've got SR. We are IS dating. Good. I remember dating. You know what my trick always was? I'd always pick out really good music. I always took a lot of time. I prepared the iPod. It's an iPod back then, right? Got to play good music for your date so that she knows what you're about. There you go. Very good. Okay. If you don't have good music, she's not going to want it. You're going to be like, well, this guy doesn't have good music. Actually, here's a fun fact. When I first met Kiris, we went to a park called Klondike Park, and I had her go past the barrier that says, do not walk past this barrier, because it takes you to the edge of a very steep cliff, like a fall off and die kind of cliff. And then we walked along the edge of the cliff illegally, and then I took her back in the car and played Closer 9 Inch Nails. I said, this is the kind of music I like. So I played Closer. And she was like this, you know, super conservative, locked away at home all the time. Her parents strictly played Christian music. They didn't play anything else. And so I played 9 Inch Nails Closer. If any of you guys know the lyrics to it, it goes something like, I want to blank you like a animal. And so that's what I played. I said, this is my jam. And, you know, took her to a park where I could push her off a cliff and kill her if I wanted to. So that was her first date with me. Elon Musk makes $1.6 million per hour. That's pretty good. Just 106 million, just 1.6 million. Dude, these billionaires are going to starve out here, man. We got to give these starving billionaires some tax cuts right away. Mr. Making mixtapes for the date. No, I really am, though. You know, so when I go on a date, I like to pick out some really good music. I like to go for a drive. You know, I like to talk, have a nice meal. We went to Bread Company, Panera Bread Company in Washington, Missouri. We took a nice scenic drive. That's what we did. I took her on a nice scenic drive, and we played some nice music. Took her to the Klondike Park. She'd never been there before. And then I took her all the way out to Washington, Missouri, which is like an hour drive. And it's a very beautiful little place. sort of like this secluded town, and it just has a really countryside feeling to it. It's very nice, but it's about an hour away from St. Louis, and it's got the river and all that. You can go down to the river, and there's a lot built over there by the river for relaxing. And then we went to a nice Panera Bread Company. Here you are. I want a $1.6 million an hour job too. Yeah? Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that. That is some serious money. Yeah. If you ever get that rich, let me know so I can be like, hey, we're besties, right? You remember me, the guy who opened cards for you. It is. Dang, dude. That's some serious money. Are we allowed to know what you do for a living, Mr. LaFlame? We are. Obviously, you trade in crypto. We are. Very nice. If she says, yes, we're going to Korean barbecue. If she says yes. Oh, see, okay, I caught you. So if she says yes. So you've kind of flirted the idea with her already, right? You're not just asking out of the blue. You've already kind of asked already. Okay, Korean barbecue, huh? It is. Ooh. All right. Trade brains with me, Mr. Arturo. I'll go get the girl. There are. That sounds fun, man. You're having more excitement in your life than me. Karis and I have been together 12 years, and that sounds like something to be proud of. And I guess maybe in a certain way it is, but it is also so boring, dude. It's so boring. It's the classic marriage problem where it's like, you know, all your most exciting moments in the relationship already happened. You know, all the introduction and figuring each other out phase. We're in the sort of like benefiting from each other's loyalty and skills, and like we just like highly know each other. You know what I mean? We're in that phase. We are. All right. Ooh. Wow, you got really cool. But I envy you because going out and getting a partner, that's the most exciting part. That's really fun. You get to go around, talk to girls, flirt with them, see who likes you. That's fun. It's very fun. Korean barbecue, huh? What if she doesn't like you, bro? I would take her to McDonald's. I'd say, like, you want some chicken nuggets? Get you some chicken nuggets. All right. Did we just ended the giveaway? Not yet. We were waiting for you to join, Mr. J. We're waiting for you. We are. All right. I got rejected because I'm short. Man, that ain't right. I hear about that kind of stuff. You know, I used to think that that was a bit of a joke or a stereotype. And then I watched a show on Netflix called Indian Matchmaking. And every single girl was like, this guy's got to be over 5'9" or something like that. I don't remember. And so it was called Indian Matchmaking. It was on Netflix. And what really shocked me is every single girl demanded that the guy be tall. And it kind of made me angry. I was like, dang, dude, that's not right. There's something about that that's not right. But, you know, it's just how it is. Like, you can't change it, I guess. Girls want what they want. But it definitely made me feel less sort of like guilty when guys say what they want. You know what I mean? So if guys have a preference, if guys say, you got to be like this, I do not feel guilty for that because girls are doing the exact same thing and they are brutal about it. Absolutely brutal. Here we are. They do not hold back. They don't call you a short king. They go, yeah, you're short. You're not even going to be looked at, bro. But I think if you just cast your net really far and wide, you're going to definitely find somebody, because it's not just about height, is it? It's about a variety of things. It's about having a noble and honorable personality type. That might be not something that you get like advice from like Andrew Tate or something, or whoever the podcast guys are these days. They're going to say something like, you got to lead girls on, you got to mess with them, you got to call them bitches or whatever. Show them that you are somebody who has good principles and that you like to keep things well organized and clean, and life's going to be thoughtful and tasteful, and you know, there's different types of girls, and these guys, I think they have a very one-dimensional view of women, and maybe that's what works for their podcast, but it's not an accurate view of the whole world. Here's Miss Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. They don't have an accurate view of the world. All right. Anyways, you know, this bag's already pretty full. Do I really want to toss this in with it? I think I will. facts. Saw a video of a girl saying that one guy that makes $100K a month. She was like in her 20s, 25, rage, and I'm like, what are you trying to date, 50-year-olds? Yeah, actually, some of them. Some of them are. There's the lady who does the news for like Donald Trump. What is she called? She's the press secretary for Donald Trump. Didn't she marry like a guy like 40 years older than herself? And then also, how about the Bill Belichick or something like that? The football coach. He's dating like a girl. He's like 80 and she's like 24. So explain that. It's true love. All right. So Mr. Guardian Gaming is handing out this $120 booster box because he is a kind soul. And nowadays we track the donations. So we know who donated what. You can check our Discord server for large donations to see who has been kind. Mr. LaFlame was kind last month, actually, himself. So people, and so is Mark, actually. Mark gave like $1,000 last month, and it's just really crazy, actually, when you think about it. So I think that it's a pity that we weren't tracking it the whole time, because some people are a lot more generous, and others should know about that. I think it's very fun that we know now. It's also kind of fun. You also get to see how many slabs I give away, because we add up their value, and so you get an idea of what I'm giving away per month, too. We are. All right. I like to give out slabs. If you make them giggle, you can make it jiggle. My height was relocated to other parts. Oh, yeah? That's a funny take. Yeah, women do like humor, definitely. I think that's why, men become comedians, because sometimes you're lacking in other, you're trying to take your best angle, your best advantage when it comes to promoting yourself as a potential mate. And so maybe you're not 6'5" or 6'4", or whatever they all want. Maybe you don't have the blonde hair, blue eyes, which some girls want that. Maybe you don't have, $100,000 a year income. But, if you possess some sort of passion, some sort of spark, and then some kind of skill with language or music or dance or something like that, sometimes it's comedy, sometimes you like to, I don't know, write or something. If you just possess some sort of spark of humanity in you, I think that goes a very long way. And not all girls are looking to marry some kind of 7-foot-tall sugar daddy or some kind of strict, guy with all these rules. He's like, yeah, well, I got perfect. Look at these veins running through my arm. Not every girl's trying to date that because they know that he's going to be insane. Some girls are just looking for like a regular guy, And then I think for me, I always kind of dated girls who were themselves somewhat conservative by their nature. So I just liked girls like that. And you find those girls in church, man. You find them in church. You find them in school. You find them at work. So I like girls who have, they're trustworthy. They're clever. They're smart. They understand that, as a couple, you're almost like a brand as a couple, and you're there to protect that, to cheerlead it, rather than to sort of, I don't know, maybe like just exist within it. You know what I mean? Not really participate, really. Like just be there and collect and nothing else. So I like girls who are kind of hardworking. I like hardworking girls. And it doesn't matter what you're working on. It doesn't even have to be a job, maybe. It just has to be something that you're working hard on. Andrew A. Martin, pre-grade for the Mega Venusaur and shipping. Plus, extra for Alexis. Oh, that's so nice. All right, so $3 tip for Alexis. I'll toss that in next time she gets paid. Okay, so pre-grade. Well, I could send it to her, but I don't know if I want to ping her phone at like 4 a.m. in the morning. It'd be weird. Andrew Martin. Let's go grab that. Oh, my arm. I did go out with one girl a couple years ago. We went out for 3 years. Then she cheated on me with some guy for a month. Oh, man, that's awful, dude. That sucks, dude. All right. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. We actually have heard a lot of stories like that because, we all hang out with each other so long that you very often get these stories traded back and forth. Like, I remember learning about DP Fitness. He talked about his past relationships. And you hear a lot about people's lives. People have gone through divorces. There's quite a few people in our group that have gone through divorces. So, whether you have a big long-term breakup, I had one of those. Actually, I had a long-term breakup just before I met Karis. I broke up with this girl I dated for a couple years, and it was a real nasty thing. And then I met Karis right afterward, and now we've been together 12 years. So it's weird how a door closes and another one opens, One type of lifestyle ends and a new lifestyle begins. All right, let's take a real close look at this. Are you ready? So the centering is coming out to be very good. I'm liking this centering a lot. I don't think that this card has the edges necessary for a black label. It could potentially hit a pristine, though. All right, so there you have it. Pre-grade the Venusaur. One girl's legs closes and another one opens. I don't like to think of it that way personally, but yeah, I mean, it is actually true somewhat, isn't it? So this one's going to get a 10 plus on it. Here you are. And Andrew, why don't I take one of those spare dollars you sent to me and put it in a top loader for you? Pokemon cards can cause a divorce. Oh, I bet you they can. I bet you they can. So I would anticipate to get a 10 on this. Remember, pre-grade's not 100% accurate, but it's usually accurate. So there you go. I would anticipate a good chance, a strong chance for a 10. Should you send it to a place that can hand out a pristine, like CGC or BGS, that's up to you. I don't think I would bother unless a card has a chance at black label. Okay, pre-grade for Mega Venusaur, plus shipping, plus extra for Alexis. Okay, you got it, man. Let's see. As long as it doesn't smell like fish. Hey, some people eat fish, okay? Some people really like fish. So you have to speak for yourself. Here's Andrew Martin. No, but actually, I've never been with the girl who had a stinky coochie, so I don't know about that. Girls are, I think girls these days are very aware of stuff like that, and they get very embarrassed by it, you know? So girls are, I don't know, maybe there's some girls out there with really stinky stuff going on. Let's see, earlier this year, I tried talking to this girl and blank, did she give me the cold shoulder? I felt so stupid. There's this really great episode of King of the Hill that you should watch, A. Perez. I think you'd get a kick out of it. It's an older episode. It's an episode where one of the main characters, they're like a side character, but it's a main character. They sort of reveal why he's so good with women. So this is a character where over the seasons, you get this idea that he goes out with a lot of girls, he gets a lot of sex, and then one day the character Bobby gets to hang out with them and actually see what he does. And it's really funny. He just walks up to every single girl and asks her out. And what you find is that he gets turned down over and over and over and over and over again. He just constantly gets turned down. But because he asks so many women, one of them says yes eventually. And it's a hilarious, but also maybe kind of a wise perspective. It's like, if you get rejected, don't waste any time worrying about it. Just move on to the next person and get rejected again. And if you're this kind of person who doesn't get affected by rejection and you just keep working on it, you're going to get a date, you know? If you just keep asking literally the whole world. If you could sift through the entire world of people right now, probably there would be a lot of people who would be viable dates. And they'd be like, yeah, I'll take that date. Here's, oh, we already did this, Guardian Gaming's giveaway. So Guardian Gaming's got a booster box giveaway. Let's go ahead and hand out another spot or two, shall we? So Troy Malice is getting on here, and click. So is Harles 420. All right. Troy Malice. I love talking about this real stuff, though, guys, because I feel like I get to know you guys better, by the way. And, you know, if we're going to hang out for like multiple years, which many of us have, it's nice to get to know you guys. Sometimes people are a bit shy. They don't want to talk about this kind of stuff, especially if it's self-deprecating, something that maybe you're not super proud about. But it's weird because when you do talk about it, you kind of get it off your chest anyways. And you realize we're all just strangers, really. Like, we're not even in the same room. I'll never see you. You'll never, well, I shouldn't say never, but we probably won't see each other. And it's nice to just be able to talk to virtually an anonymous person online, because you find out everyone's got something that's gone wrong for them, or it's embarrassing, or, you know, hurts your sense of self-esteem. Self-esteem is a really powerful thing, you know, like if everyone loves you all the time, you got a great self-esteem. And then if everyone rejects you all the time, you got kind of a self-esteem that could use some, you know, some help or maybe something, I don't know, some padding. And, you know, it's, I always say this, I say for like a man, it's, if you've had problems, like I've had problems, my parents were not so great to me, it helps to go out into the world and work on like accomplishing some things. Because when you accomplish stuff, you sort of provide yourself some real feedback that you can do it. You know, you can get out there and do stuff. You can get stuff done. And so I always say, you know, if you've had a tough past or if you've had a bad, difficult life so far, go out and accomplish some things. It will actually make you feel better. It really will. And it could be as simple as like getting to your job every day on time, every day for like a straight year. No call offs, no messing around. And then you wake up one day and be like, I'm a hard worker. You know, it's like a Boy Scout badge almost, you know, or whatever it is. Maybe you've got like some addiction to something that's pretty bad, because apparently a lot of people have addictions these days. Why don't you just go cold turkey off of that thing right now and then just stay off of it? And then you got a different badge. This badge is going to be the I'm sober or whatever, right? Great thing to do, by the way. Save you money too. David Moray says one Nintendo game pack 40 to slab away. But yeah, you know, people have the ability to make you feel better about yourself by showing you love. And people have the ability to really damage you too by saying, well, I'm rejecting you, you suck. You know what I mean? They have that ability to hurt you that way. And part of it is also having the, what's the word I'm looking for? Like tenacity or something? The ability to say, you're wrong. I don't suck. I don't believe you. I think I'm awesome. So, and some people are like psychopaths, and that comes very easy for them. They go, no, I don't suck. And they won't believe anyone. If anyone tells them they suck, they won't believe them. Other people might be like more sensitive or more socially sensitive. And so if you say you suck, it just like crumbles their whole world, you know, just utterly destroys them. It's like, well, how do I win back your approval? And you probably don't want to be on either side of those extremes. You probably want to be somewhere in the middle. Don't completely ignore people if they tell you you've got a glaring flaw, but also don't let them get to you too much. And most people intuitively understand this concept of you know, taking that social feedback. But we're social animals, you know. It is hard to ignore all of it if there's a lot of, you know, people who are either beating you up, or a lot of girls who are rejecting you, saying I'll never date you, you're gross, whatever it is. But again, if you're struggling with that, if you're going through that, if you're finding yourself alone, if you're finding yourself dissatisfied with what you have in life, the solution is not to pick up a gun and go do a mass shooting, which I think a lot of men are doing these days, like the guy in Texas just now. Maybe he was politically motivated, I don't know. But that's not the solution, is to get angry at society and blow everybody up. The solution, first of all, go have a nice nap. Go sleep. Listen to some good music. Music's super powerful. It's therapeutic. Go listen to some powerful music and go get a good rest in, and then just go start accomplishing something, you know, just anything, even like a daily routine for exercise or something. And I think that goes a long way to resetting you back to factory settings. David Moraes. All right, David. I like the Mario Bowser Peach card a lot. You know that if you've opened these with me before. This is one of my favorite pulls right here. Problem for yours is a little top heavy. If you could get one of those to grade 10, I bet you that goes for like 200 to $200 for a 10 of one of those. I bet it does. We've looked it up. We know it does. They'll sell for like $100 to $200 in a 10. So, Mr. David, where did I last see your bag? Did you say new bag? You didn't say new bag. Thanks for the order tonight, David. I really appreciate it. I like tonight's subject because, in general, one thing that I've always been very passionate about is just sort of like self-improvement. So self-improvement is a subject that I've always got my mind on it. Okay. Mr., would you TCC slab a Mario game pack? I don't have the ability to do that. So our encapsulation will not encapsulate a booster pack. It can encapsulate one of the cards from the booster pack. Troy has a question. Let's see. Would you TCC slab a Mario game pack? A tug and a nap can really change perspective. I'll leave the tugging up to you guys. That's up to you guys to do on your own schedule. But getting proper rest, you know, if you're having anxiety, depression, frustration, anger, whatever it is, some super negative neurotic brain thing going on, just climb into bed and pull the cover over your head, you know what I mean? And just go to sleep. And then you wake up the next day and you have so much more energy, and it's almost like easier to deal with whatever crap you're dealing with. It doesn't solve it, but it just makes it easier. Here's Cloud. Here's Finn and Jake. Ooh. I would love one of those packs on a slab. Well, I mean, I don't know if you thought about it, but we actually sell graded booster packs like this. Look. Right here. This is $80, I think. So PSA grades them. That's a PSA graded wax pack, $80. They are so vintage looking. Yeah, I've sold a ton of these. They don't really grade 10. Notice how this is an 8. Well, that's actually a pretty good grade for this because they don't grade 10. They're old wax packs, and they're too odd to grade 10. You know, there's like a million little flaws on them. Oh, snap. Yeah. So that one's 80. We also have a peach and a link. So we have all three of them. So now we've got, okay, we have Mr. Fuller Barbell Company. I still call you Mr. Let me get you a PRB2. All right. Mr. Barbell Company. There we go. Ooh, look at that. Good to know. I might buy one on my next payday. You got a website for what you sell? Hello, Wesley. We're actually working on a website. Even though we've been at this for 6 years, I never really used a website. I just preferred the way we do it now. So the way we do it now, you just send me money on PayPal. That's it. There's no website. And I mean, it's a super low technology setup, but it would surprise you. We've sold over $1 million of cards this way. Yeah, check the description of the live stream and you'll see PayPal, ZELLE, Venmo, Cash App, even an option for crypto. You would just send money over those, and when you pay, you just include a message telling me what you bought. Now, wait a second. This is PRB1. We don't want PRB1. We want PRB2. PRB2. Here it is. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, my wife and I were working on the website tonight. That website has existed this whole time. It just, we don't use it. I don't use it. It's existed and I don't use it. I might actually use it this time. I might link to it and you might be able to go to that website and make a purchase. All right, here goes. I think if we had an operating website that we could allow somebody like, let's say Alexis, to log into as a user, not as a customer, and she could actually see what was being purchased, well, then we could set her up with a stream setup where she uses the website to run the stream. Because one of the problems with having Alexis do the stream has always been that with our current low technology setup, she has to have access to my PayPal, my Venmo, my Zelle, you know, all this stuff, my private email, right? She's got my main email all to herself, you know? And so, you know, she's connected to the heart and brain of the whole operation in a way that maybe is not appropriate. It's not scalable anyways. You couldn't scale a business that way. So that's not very smart. So I have to have a website. Is TCC ready? Hey, how's it going, Mr. Ivan? I'm afraid it's not ready. I'm sorry. We are. Each week, I get a little bit of non-stream work done. And this week, we were working on submissions. And we're still late on the tag submission. And we're still working on getting LaFlame's half of the PSA submission out. And yes, but we do get work done. There's progress all the time. It's just, it takes longer than I think. Now, what I could do is I could take time that's set to the side for me to relax, and I could just actually work those hours, and that would just increase the amount of hours I'm working per day. But I'm trying specifically not to do that. I'm trying not to overwork. It's really difficult, actually, because the work calls to me like a siren. Wouldn't you like to make more money? We are. Very nice. What is the PSA submission fee? I'd like to send the Venusaur, and it makes more sense to have you submit instead of shipping it to me to ship to PSA. Yeah, so the PSA grading is $39 per card currently. That's what we do. It's a middleman service where I send it off for you along with everyone else's cards. You're correct. I pay the shipping to PSA. I pay the actual grading fee, and then I pay the return shipping, and I pay the insurance. So there's a lot of stuff that goes into that. And then, of course, I want to get paid a little bit for taking on the risk of all that work, because if even one case goes missing, it's an absolute catastrophe, you know? So there's got to be a little bit of money in there. Here we are. A little bit of wiggle room for whatever goes wrong, when it goes wrong. Look at this guy. All right, very nice. I only experienced that once, by the way. I experienced it with CGC, not PSA. PSA so far has not done me dirty. But CGC has lost my package before, and they would not refund me at all. Do you immediately notice a drop in the efficiency of your business every time you hire somebody? Currently, I've only got 2 people working for me. Mr. Mike Side, who is doing the shorts every day, and he does a great job. And he actually gets paid pretty decently for it, too. I've analyzed it. So he gets paid pretty well to do those shorts. And then Miss Alexis, she does the shipping, and I can't convince her to do anything else. She only wants to do the shipping. So it's me, Alexis, and Mike's side right now. And she gets paid pretty well to do the shipping, too. Here we are. I can't convince her to get into card grading with me. So that is where I'm at right now. But she does the shipping really good. And we like her. We think she's very nice to have around because we just feel like we can trust her. And that's a pretty important thing, it turns out, being able to trust somebody. It's pretty valuable to feel like this person's never going to cause a big issue. All right, here we are. Would you clone yourself? Oh, I'd love to. I'd love to. I'd love to clone myself. All right. That'd be cool as hell, dude. Maybe we'll have that in the future. All right. So I bet you need a new bag because I think this is our first order together. Fuller Barbell. Okay, I'm going to call you Fuller Barbell and 8.25. So I believe this is your first order. The way this works, Mr. Fuller, we place this into the F box. It's an alphabetically ordered box so that next time you order, we know where your stuff is. It doesn't ship out until you buy a round of shipping, which is $9. There it is. In the meantime, you're allowed to buy as much as you want, so you can get 20 pounds of cards together that needs insurance or it needs signature or whatever. And I actually pay for that, all that shipping on my end, and you always only pay $9. So it's a flat shipping fee in the US. Is Mr. Used Clone. It was super efficient. Begun the Clone Wars has. All right, I would rather clone. That'd be cool, man. Cloning yourself. I guess if you really like who you are and you don't feel like you need to change much, cloning is a very, very cool idea. Okay, so here we have Omar Batui, 2 PRB2s. Wow, PRB2 sells like crazy. PRB2 is popular. Here we are. You could be live 24/7, bro. Yeah, I mean, maybe in like 20 years or something. I mean, if you cloned yourself, wouldn't it take a while before the clone could actually work? I think it would take a while. Okay, and okay, there we go. Maybe you mean like if it was like a superpower to clone yourself and you could just get to it right away. Well, I tell you what, it wouldn't be just me double live streaming if I could instantly double myself. There'd be some other useful uses for having two of me. There you are. All right. It's because your price is better. Oh, that's nice. Here we are. All right. Speaking of which, since we are running low on it, let me ask how much a restock on this would be. Okay. Child labor. I might order another case of PRB1 as well. Ready? Here goes. Okay. Don't knock child labor, man. Those kids, they work hard, man. They are. One for cares, one for making money. She'd never have to be lonely. Very good. All right. Sneeping this. And sneeping this. Okay. And sneeping this. There we go. Tossing that away. Tossing this away. And let's start working our way through here. We've got the pink-haired girl. Let's start separating these, okay? All right. All right. One. Oops. Mr. Omar. So, Omar, you like this as well. Okay. I remember we're going to put this in the middle here. So, guys, what we're trying to do here, we're definitely trying to pull a manga card out of here. Miss Sarah likes this set too, and we are blasting through it. Okay. All right. Oh, you're going to get lucky. You're going to get lucky. Look at that. So you're going to get the embossed card. So I've been opening these long enough to know that that embossed card is a nice hit. Did you buy any of the McDonald's Pikachu? Did I buy McDonald's Pikachu? No, I didn't bother with that. There's too many cards like this going on, don't you think? There's just so many crazy overpriced cards right now. I think he's not a must-have card. He's a nice card, but he's not a must-have card. He's more like a hype train FOMO card. Those come by every now and then. Like, remember when McDonald's very first announced they were doing like some sort of special Pokemon card thing, and that was here in America, and it just went absolutely nuts for a little while. Well, what happened afterwards? It really cooled down. Really, really cooled down. So I'm not too concerned about it. We are. We love FOMO. Yeah. We are. Here we are. Okay. Sip Spindrift. Ah, smack, smack, smack. Oh, yeah, Spindrift. Yeah. All right. I've probably given Spindrift $1 million by now. Their stuff is expensive. Look at this. Ooh. Crazy. All right. Okay. Buzzwink. Okay. Here's a hollow. No. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, Sarah. You got it. Mr. Omar's got the manga. Wow. That was not easy to pull. That took a long time to pull. You know what? It wasn't just Omar. We had multiple other people try to open this product tonight as well. Wow. That is it. Crazy. That took us, how many cases of this? I think we opened 5 cases. This was case number 5, I believe. Now, I believe I have 3 more cases too, okay? So we're not actually sold out of it. Here's the important piece of information about these cases. They came from 2 different sellers. So it's possible that the later 3 cases are still lucky, but obviously this case is going to be handing out the manga. Wow, man. Whew. That's crazy. All right, that's the biggest pull of the night. You did it, Mr. Omar. You got the biggest pull of the night, dude. Congratulations. Yeah, there was a couple people chasing this card. I know there was. It is. All right. Oof. Okay, so you think this one will be really popular long term? Whew. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. How much is this going for? Let's find out. I really did not expect that. As the person who opens these all day long, we go through so many of these that it just feels like it's almost a dream to open one. Like it's not a real thing. There it is. Okay, according to this card's selling for $440. $440. Wow. Crazy, man. All right. So the next step is to grade them, Mr. Omar. Wow, that's definitely going to be a clip. Okay. Mr. Omar. Now, are there other mangas to pull out of this set, or is it just this one manga? Because I know sometimes sets have more than one manga. Okay. All right. Okay. Here's this crazy guy. Zoop. And here's this hack girl. Manga pull master with the fire hands. Man, I wish I could have pulled like 2 or 3 of them by now. That is a nice looking card. Here we are. I would have felt better pulling more of them. He's here. Thank you. You're on vacation? Everyone vacations but me. I'm going on vacation. I wouldn't even know where to go. I'd probably just be like, I ain't going on vacation. I'm going to go live again. Here's this guy. Kung Fu Man with the face. Here we are. Okay. And we are. Trafalgar Law, whose name I now know. Read my message about Nikke. Alpha Investment posted a video yesterday. You might want to get as much Nikke as you can because I don't know if you know how he talks to people wizard, but you might want to stock up. What? I'm going to stock up, bro. There you go. Why is my arm itchy? My arm got itchy all of a sudden. All right. Got an itch on my arm. Tossing this. All right. I might have been rooting for Sarah to grab this, but that's all right. It's open for anyone to snatch it. You also have this Shanks right here, so you just did so well tonight. It's kind of crazy. We are. Mr. Amar, how many boxes of this would you say you've opened? You've opened quite a bit of this too, right? I know you have because I remember your bag being very fat. You're a big buyer on these. You are? Thank you, guys. Finally a win. Hell yeah, dude. Congratulations, man. Let's leave this. Okay. I can't believe it was so close, and there were so many different people who bought PRB2 tonight, meaning that it could have gone to anybody. What if Mr. Fuller, who I think was placing his first-time order, what if Mr. Fuller came in here, opened one box of PRB2, and just instantly mangoed? How crazy would that have been? A good night so far. There you go. Okay, and here's this, and here's this. Let me write your name on it. Mr. Omar. Batui. Okay. Dang, dude. So you're going to get that clip with Mike's side, too. Let me set that up. Manga pull clips tend to do pretty well. Okay, let's see. Stream clips. Omar Batui. Manga pull. New. This occurred 206 minutes into the stream. All right. I've only seen it on Mr. Stream. Really? How rare do you think this thing is? Well, the mangas are always really hard to pull. They just make them incredibly hard to pull. Whew. It's always, I watch Alpha Investment videos, and yesterday he was talking about how they're going to stop making it, so what is out there is going to be hard. Oh, I see. We are. Well, we got the Nikke cards for sale from the Korean versions that just arrived. Seemed pretty popular. We sold a couple boxes of that tonight. And yeah, it's just sexy girls. They sell. At least 10 boxes. Nice, dude. All right, so let me go grab your bag. Ugh. Oops. Put this over here. Actually, it looks like you might need a new bag. Something about there might be a lawsuit about the IP rights or something, whatever it's called. Oh, okay. God, that sucks, dude. Lawsuits are so stupid, dude. Grab some Nikke then. It's great art. Yes. Art. Science. Okay. New bag. Ba-2-E. 825. Okay. Perfect. And we'll toss this back up here. And let me put this into the Cool Kids box. We got a box. It's called the Cool Kids box. You're going in. Ba-doink. All right. I don't use that box as often, do I? I used to use it more. Okay. Andrew Martin says, PSA grade, the Venusaur submission. Heck yeah, dude. Let's get it. Oh, did we ship you? Is that what we did? Did we ship you? Ugh. Yes. So the Venusaur. We're hoping for a 10 on Venusaur. Okay, and let's see. That would be over here. Cool. Okay, we're going to pop it out of this sleeve and get it into a fresh sleeve with no writing on it. We don't want to affect the grader's decision. Sometimes I feel if you were to write like 10 on it, the grader's going to try harder to prove that it's not a 10. You know? Like a jerk. Okay, we want this to come back 10. Okay. I got my first Charizard from Stormfront yesterday. Somebody in my area responded to my post. He had one card, and that beauty is what he had, lol. Okay, so this shall say Andrew A. Martin. PSA. P for PSA. All right. Good. All right. Doopy doo doo doopy doopy. Here's. Oh, it's 5:15. Wow. I didn't realize so much time went by. We had those big orders. Here's the giveaway box. Guardian Gaming donated this giveaway box to you guys. Zach Stickskowski's going on. Put Zach on. Zach Sticks. You know what? I'm going to put Sarah on. Sarah, you're going on tonight. All right, we're also going to get... I'm going to put Tammy on. Tammy's going on. Here you go, Tammy. Number 9 is going to be Alexis. She's coming in to do the shipping tomorrow. Number 10 is going to be... Today, I mean, Sven. Hey, what's up, Sven? Jansen. I'll put... let's see. Let's put Zamduki on. Number 11, Zamduki. Dookie. Okay, cool. Crystal Zaras are insane. Ta-da. Okay. Very nice. Break's not moving as much tonight. Really, most of the sales were focused on opening raw booster packs today. Ah, I'm so tired. How's life going? You working hard, Tammy? Oh, wow, I like the EX Dragon Zard Hollow. Nobody talks about that card. EX Dragon Zard? Now, he's ugly, man. I don't like that card. I know what you're talking about. I think I've got a Rayquaza from that set, and I don't even like the way he looks. A little too hard? Nice. Nice. Oh, man. I'm feeling tired myself, actually. Yeah, I'm tired. Today we had the vertical stream. For those of you who's showing up late into the nighttime stream, the daytime stream was a vertical stream, and guess what? It performed unusually well, picking up almost double the views and almost double the subscribes as well. We had a lot of new people in there who told us that they ran into us because they were recommended during the while they were flipping through YouTube Shorts. So as a result of this, we may begin doing more vertical streams, but I don't know how I should do that. So I'd love to hear some feedback on that. It's tempting to do a vertical stream for Wednesday, really is, because Tuesday is not even a good stream day, but the data is pretty clear on the vertical streams that whatever it is, YouTube just pushes them out. And I don't know, maybe there's less competition. Couldn't tell you. But right here, we jump over here to the live streams. So check this out. So down here, that's the daytime stream picking up 1.8 thousand views. And then this is a much longer nighttime stream before it, only picking up 800 views. I don't know. That reminds me, Mister, I heard yesterday that when people are just flipping through shorts, YouTube, that's all they see. So you're right. That blew my mind. I heard yesterday, when people are just flipping through shorts section on YouTube, that's all they see. So you're right. That blew my mind. Oh, in other words, they're not shown like regular streams. They're strictly shown shorts. They're strictly shown vertical streams. Hate the vertical point of view, but if it works, yes. The math is crazy. Yeah. I actually don't like vertical streams. We don't have a vertical stream setup. This table's not designed for vertical. And I like selling slabs. And so only being able to show 2 slabs at a time is like ridiculous. It's not good at all. I hate it, but that's what YouTube wants. That's what I'm saying. So like maybe we can design a vertical setup or something. Maybe we can get something good going. But I don't know. Mister, on your shorts, you should have a text on your videos showing the time of your streams. I've thought about that. I think I've even mentioned that to Mike's side, but I don't know. It kind of has the feeling of being like an advert at that point, like you're just advertising. And so, yes, it's temptation. It's temptation. Make a secondary setup. Could show 4 slabs max. Yeah, maybe we could do like 2 slabs stacked on top of each other or something like that. I don't know. We'll have to find something, but one thing's for sure, we have to try it again. I feel we have to keep testing it because, man, if we're getting double views and double subscribes, that can't be bad. That can't be bad. And we can keep doing horizontal streams. It's just maybe a couple vertical ones, maybe more than one vertical stream, but it's not up to me. That's the most important thing to take away from here. It's really just up to YouTube. YouTube decides what it wants to show off, and It wants to show off vertical streams. It doesn't want to show off horizontal streams. So we're going to take a look at the data from tonight to see what the views were like tonight. But I already have a guess what it's going to be like because, it just didn't feel like we had some sort of big viewership in tonight's stream. It was a little bit slow. It wasn't too slow. We had some big buyers come in tonight and take care of us and get us some good entertaining things to watch. But it's just so impressive that daytime stream was hosted on a Tuesday and picked up 1.8 thousand views. And it was just a 2-hour stream. Like it wasn't even a really long stream. So that's pretty important. Those numbers are very impressive. So we might try it again. You should do vertical streams on your most busy days now, whatever they are. Yeah, so that would be Thursday, Friday. So if we did a vertical stream on Thursday, Friday, and it was very, very busy, that would be pretty crazy. But I don't know if we'll do that. I think that there's no need to because the horizontal streams are busy enough on those days that it just doesn't matter. But Tuesday is actually a slow day. So, being able to get higher numbers on a Tuesday is really impressive. But yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's just going to be on my mind, okay? It's going to be on my mind. It looks like it is a fact that YouTube is pushing vertical streams, not horizontal streams. Just how it is. So, that's how it is. I wonder what made YouTube decide to make vertical options to stream. It's competing with TikTok probably. Yeah, competing with TikTok. And it wants to make sure that it establishes people as vertical streamers. We could get really good at it, actually. We could become very good vertical streamers if we wanted to. And who knows, maybe we could dual stream to TikTok. And then we would have 2 streams running. I don't know, it could be an interesting thing. But you guys know, the bigger this community is, the better. Especially, we want to make sure we reach a threshold where there's not a lot of downtime during any streams. And this is a very generous group. And, throwing in a couple of new people, maybe they're generous too. You never know. So I'm going to try it all out. Plus, we want to hit 100,000 subscribers, so that is just a matter of pride hitting that 100,000. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Wednesday daytime stream, and I'll be tempted to do a vertical one then too, but I don't want to piss everyone off. We'll see what happens. I'll see you guys there. See you, everybody. I keep missing the vertical stream.